You just keep doing it. We're going live. I got to do my recap anyways. Oh, look at that. That whole sentence made it to stream. Beautiful. Okay, we're live.
Nice.
We're live. By the way, Simo, what are those glasses? Well, no, I didn't ask you last time.
Blue light blocking.
Cool. Very cool. Okay. Welcome back. I forget where we were last time. Oh yeah, that's right. Right here. It's right in front of me. I haven't forgotten anything. Last session, you returned to the haunted house. You made your way through the haunted house. You found your boy, Ned, upstairs, chilling on a bed, bound to the bed, and you had a little convo with him. You charm-personed him, and that's why he's following you around so nicely, because he was convinced that it was not a good idea to stick around. You made your way downstairs, and you found Mr. Sambalet trying to sneak away on a boat with one or two of his friends that would fit on the boat, as well as a bunch of stuff. He started having a conversation with him, and here you are. The last thing that happened was Ned, as Sambalet was describing some of the goings-on, that he was in some sort of disconnected smuggling ring circus thing, and he was talking about what things were getting smuggled by these people that come in here, and he was trying to tell you, and now he has a sword being plunged at his face. So that is where we're going to kick things off. Also, actually, sorry, that is not where we're going to kick things off. I have to retcon and go back a little bit, because there was a second conversation taking place while that was taking place. So we're going to take a step back in time. It's going to give Meg you some time to get your character stuff cooked up. Grix, you started having a conversation with this hobgoblin down in the corner, and we never got to it. So let's dive into that. What do you want?
I want to be speaking in Goblin for all this, by the way.
Yes, I know.
Good.
And he says that first thing as you guys kind of tuck away in this little corner in Goblinese to you.
Ah, perfect. What clan do you hail from?
No clan. This clan. Sanbalet's clan.
So you left your brothers behind.
Something like that. They were slaughtered.
By whom?
If I'm being honest, I don't really know. It was a long time ago.
So what you're saying is you're a fucking coward. You left. You didn't defend.
Well, I was 5.
Last I checked, when you're 5 years old, you can handle a dagger.
What is the point of this? Maybe you're a coward.
At that, I want to grasp the hilt of my dagger.
Okay.
You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I've seen, what I've lived through. Okay? I think you're the coward who left his clan behind as it's burning.
I'm not in the habit of calling 5-year-olds cowards, so...
I am, especially when it's a goblin. Goblins fight to the death, no matter how old you are, especially for the greater good of the clan.
He starts pulling out his longsword from behind his back. Well, perhaps I can defend my clan now.
Let's go. and I'll brandish my daggers. My dagger, sorry.
Fine. And we'll start. I guess everybody's rolling initiative. We'll start with.
When does this take place? This is like.
We're gonna say this lines up pretty fucking nicely with
Just grabbing him.
with Ned. No. I'm gonna say with Ned.
Oh.
Fucking getting the stab in. So we're gonna say this all cooks up at the same time.
Okay,
So
I will say that if I had noticed kind of like the going ons with the goblins,
yeah.
and then like Ned is kind of taking that chance. If I would have noticed, I would have been reaching for my spear.
Okay.
So like that is kind of like Milo is pulling out his spear.
Okay. Peaches, you're in the air, right?
No, I brought him down and I landed.
Okay, so we need to put you somewhere that's not directly on top of Milo.
Game's paused, by the way.
Oh.
Also, my hit points are at 18 out of 10.
Oh.
don't know why.
My max also didn't go up. If you click the cogwheel, you should be able to adjust your max.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mine didn't go up either for some reason.
Okay.
And
So
then the hit points that we were at, we add what we rolled.
yes. Yeah, so add it to your max and to your current, and you should be good. Okay, well, starting things off with a little bit of a bigger bang than I anticipated. At this, the hobgoblin is starting to get involved. Let's just get everybody cooked up. Everybody can roll initiative. I was gonna have you roll initiative first anyways. Let's just get in there. Now, keep in mind, Ned's attack is going to be starting before combat commences. So you guys can use your reactions if you want.
It's not letting me into the...
Initiative?
Yeah, I rolled twice. Just give me a 1.
It was a 1?
Yeah, it was a 1.
Bummer.
I rolled 17. Oh, sorry.
38.
I forgot I did that. Where's this stupid extension? There we go.
Sorry, what'd you roll, Grix? 8? Yeah, you're in there.
8.
Yeah, you're already in there.
Yes.
Okay, neat. So things are popping off hard. As Ned goes to stab Sanballat in the mouth as he's having a pretty casual conversation with you guys. And sorry, Milo, what did you say triggered you grabbing your weapon?
Just seeing that like the goblins are about to pipe up.
Okay.
Like if I guess like I'll roll perception if I would have noticed that, because if I would have noticed, like obviously not hearing what they're saying, but seeing Grix reach for weapon, Hobgoblin reach for weapon, I would also start to reach for my weapon, and I would assume like that's when Ned would choose like, well, now's a good time to try and do this.
Well, Ned chose the timing in the speaking. It just happened to be, yeah. So I won't make you roll for it. I'll say that they were getting pretty loud over there. Whether if you don't speak Goblin, then you have no idea what they were saying. You just know Grix was grabbing at his dagger, and I'll say probably Wyatt wouldn't have noticed that necessarily because he was the one directly engaged with Sanballat. But you guys can do what you need to do. So Ned, also at the top of the turn order here, so he gets a surprise round and he gets to go first.
You made this guy's name up, or his name is actually Ned Shakeshaft?
Yeah, he shakes shafts. That's his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can Google it and you will find him as D&D canon. So.
Okay, that's canon. Okay.
Okay. Okay, he's going to take his sword that you provided him with, and he is going to attempt to stab it through the face of Sanballat. And he does so successfully. I will say, however, as Wyatt, you're kind of having this conversation, and I'll say Peaches too. You can have a reaction to this if you want. Otherwise, he's plunging into some teeth right now.
Can I try and tackle it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. that?
So
Huh.
I'm gonna have you roll a strength check, and it's gonna contest him basically standing his ground against you.
Oh God.
That did not succeed. Okay, and if there's nothing from Wyatt, it's gonna be
No.
into the face. Okay, so he is going to do quite a bit. So Ned jumps over the shoulder of basically like kind of right beside Wyatt here and stabs his short sword straight into the mouth, cutting out the side of the cheek of Sanballat, who kind of screams and goes tumbling sideways. And as he does, he kind of instinctually starts pulling together a spell. And at this, Ned actually cocks back, and he's at the top of the turn order, and he's going to swing again, and he will hit again.
At Sanballat?
At Sanballat.
Okay.
He did max damage twice, by the way.
Wow.
Um,
We can assume that his charm has wore off?
no.
Interesting, okay.
And he slices down again at the face of Sanballat, and you see he cuts through part of his face, and like some teeth fall out from the slash. And that's going to be it for Ned, who will stand over top of Sanballat, who is now fallen to the ground, bleeding profusely from his face, unable to cast verbal spells at this point. Next, next we have the two humans in the corner, the archers, who are actually going to, only the one of them is going to attempt to just hit Ned, as they're both currently unarmed. And she lands. So you see this human kind of like wide-eyed just punches Ned in the side of the head, and he stumbles over a little bit. Okay. Next up is going to be Feyorn with Milo on deck.
Huh? I'm going to guiding bolt against the humans. One of the humans.
You're not in the room.
I know. I'm just letting you know what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I guess I'll do the one right beside Peaches.
This one down here?
Yeah.
Okay. The one that hit Ned?
Hopefully this rolls. It's an 8.
An 8 to hit?
Yeah.
Does not hit.
What?
Does not hit. So your guiding
Okay.
bolt goes blasting out through the cavern and across the sea.
That's it.
That's it. Okay. Next up is Milo.
Okay, so all of this is happening. My initial reaction is to help Grix, because Grix looks like he's about to get in some shit. So I would have been Milo was pulling out his spear and fucking throwing it at the hobgoblin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Let her rip.
Let me see. Wow. I'll swear to God, I'll swallow this dice right now. It is a 6.
A 6? So just behind the guiding bolt, a spear comes flying out the cavern entrance, splashing into the water. Anything else from you, Milo?
I will, if possible, in throwing that spear, I'll kind of use like my forward motion to push past. Can I get to this side to be on this side of Sanballat?
Yeah.
Okay, to kind of like push past and kind of get myself a little bit further in the mix.
Sure.
And then kind of just like interaction bonus of like hand on Ned, like, what the fuck are you doing?
And he will quickly respond to you. I'm doing what's necessary.
And I'll end my turn.
Okay. Next, the hobgoblin. In goblin, will say, "We'll see who's the fucking coward."
Damn.
And he'll come swiping at you, buddy.
Yep. Bring it on. Let's go.
Okay. So with his long sword, he comes overhead, and he will not be able to hit your small form. He just swipes beside you, sending sparks off of the stone ground. And, he makes his way up here. And then he actually loops around you, like here.
Yep.
And finds his way to the other side of you. Next, Sambalet. You can see him like frantically trying to pull some arcane thing together and like trying to speak words, and he just spits out blood all over the floor, and he kind of like scoots himself back prone, kicking back away from Ned, and he's not able to get a spell out, so he is just gonna kick himself into the corner and then stand up and start reaching into his pockets looking for something he can do here. Next is Grix with Peaches, then Wyatt.
Yep. I will brandish my dagger as I was grasping it, and I will just go right for an attack with it.
Okay.
Pull it up here. It's not letting me. It's not even letting me roll it. What the hell? What's going on here?
You click in chat, click attack.
Oh, there it is. It wasn't popping up on my. I'm used to it popping up on my character sheet. I'm so sorry for spamming.
22.
I think a 22 hits. Yeah.
Yeah, that hits. You can roll damage.
Yep. Ooh. Yes.
5. Nice. Okay. So you sink that dagger pretty deep into a nice open spot on the hobgoblin's armor.
Bonus action.
Okay.
Nimble escape to disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to get on the boat.
Okay. And he watches you go, and he kind of like holds his rib cage and goes, "You're the fucking coward. Stand and fight." Next is Peaches.
That's his reaction, by the way.
Okay.
That's not his reaction.
Question about having leveled up.
Yes.
I get to know another spell. Can I cast that spell just yet, or do we have to wait till the long rest?
Yeah, 100%.
I cast Hex at first level. Oh, wait, no. I'm not going to do that. I apologize. I only have one spell slot left, and I want to make sure that I have healing. So I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to just pull out my quarterstaff and hit him with it two-handed.
Hit who?
Oh, Ned.
You're going to hit
We're
Ned.
talking Ned, right?
I don't know. Everybody seems to have a different target.
I'll
Okay.
find out more information from this guy.
Okay, so you're going to hit Ned. In the meantime, can somebody link me that charm spell real quick? Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
Oh,
Perfect.
Ooh. Wait.
That hits. That definitely hits.
Can somebody soundboard Jack Black's Bowser Peaches performance for every time Peaches
please no.
hits the target?
Okay. So you come up behind him. He's not paying attention. You smash him on the head. Actually, I should have given you advantage, by the way.
Would have had advantage.
Yeah, you can roll that d20 again if you want, just to see if you get the crit. No good. Okay, so you walk up, smash Ned on the head, and he kind of like stumbles forward. Immediately, this like hematoma starts forming, and he like looks around and he looks at you, Wyatt, and he just goes, "You fucker," and then carries on.
Forgot
Next
about
is
that.
Wyatt.
Sorry, guys.
I'll look at Ned, and I'll say, you need to chill out. And I'll cast Cause Fear. He needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay. That's a cool one.
It's the opposite of chilling out, but
You need to freak out.
yeah.
This one might be close. I got a 14 here.
Passes.
He passes? Okay. Alright.
I'm gonna just like move a little bit in between him and Sanballat, kind of with my back to Sanballat,
Okay.
and that's it.
That's it. Okay. Next is going to be at the top of the round is Ned, and you see him kind of like shaking off your attempt, and he kind of points his sword beside you at Sanballat, and he says, he like looks at you, and he says, well, now he can't speak, but maybe I'll tell them all about you. And he turns and he attacks the human behind him. And fucking misses. So clangs against the wall. And then as he kind of withdraws, like as he smashes the sword against the wall, the human ducks, he stands up and just goes, who wants to know about your friend Wyatt? Next is going to be the human, who is going to disengage, and she just kind of takes a step back, pulls out her bow, and like points it like frantically at like Grix and like everybody, and just, what the fuck is going on right now? Everybody stop. Feyorn.
I'm gonna
His boss.
look to the group, kind of confused on what to do, and be like, Who are we fighting? And I guess I'll direct that question to Wyatt.
I'll let you get a quick response in.
I don't know if I can be so quick.
Put you on the spot. Inside check? No.
I don't know.
Just kidding.
Let's knock them both out.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll grab my great staff, or my whatever it's freaking called.
Yep.
My staff of greatness, and smack him. I'll try and smack him on the head to knock him out.
Okay.
Ned.
Just be careful. It's going to make him feel great.
Wait, why?
Just go ahead.
Oh, never mind. Jesus.
Oh no!
Never mind.
Oh fuck!
It's a 10.
Mockery from this.
A 10 will whiff. So Ned, despite just getting clonked in the head by Peaches, he's still pretty nimble on his feet, like surprisingly nimble. So he dodges out of the way of that. Anything else from you, Feyorn?
That's it.
Okay, Milo, you're up.
Okay, I am going to attempt to grapple Ned.
Okay, go ahead. Let's do our strength checks.
Strength. This is just straight strength, or would it be athletics? Or
It's straight strength, contested.
Okay. Ned is malnourished, right? So he's probably got a minus to this.
What he's got you thinking?
I rolled a 13.
He rolled a 6.
Cool.
So you
So I will
get behind him.
grab this motherfucker. I got him in a full Nelson, and everybody just calm down. Everybody calm down. I'm gonna try and divert everybody's aggression towards one another.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
Be sure you want me to do that.
I think I do.
I'm very persuasive.
And I'll make sure that you roll it so I know that nobody will get persuaded.
Yeah, I rolled an 8.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see here.
And +5, by the way.
Okay. So with that, the hobgoblin kind of like hears you shouting, sees you grab Ned, turns to Grix, and dashes at him.
Oh,
Let's go, baby.
dashes at him. That was his action.
Well,
Oh.
he will tactically get to the other side of Grix here, though. Let's see here. So it's going to be a 15 to hit.
Reaction.
Okay.
I'd like to cast shield.
Okay. So
Actually, before I do that, I would like to use my Tides of Chaos. Can I use my Tides of Chaos? I think I can. It doesn't say I can. It's no action.
to replenish it.
No, I just want to use it to gain advantage on my on. I guess it doesn't say next. Never mind. I'll just use my shield as a reaction.
Yeah, I see what you're trying to do there.
Yeah.
Good thinking, good tactical thinking, but
I tried.
So he
he has me +5, by the way, so I'm at 16.
okay. Oh wow, that's fucking nice. So he smashes down, and you quickly put up this big shield over yourself. Clangs off, and he just and as it clangs off, he just goes, "Magic, you're no goblin," and he tries to wind up for another fucking swing. Next is going to be Sanballat, who, as you have Ned grappled, he's going to just be profusely bleeding from the mouth. He's going to kind of panic, slide his way along the wall this way, so that he has an open venue, and he's going to take out a dagger and try to throw it right at Ned's fucking face as you hold him. And he will miss. So lots of shit going out the cavern door. And he just panicked, like frantically searches his pockets again. Grix, you're up.
Bonus action, I'd like to use my disengage.
Okay.
That works for 2, correct? For both?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I've never had to disengage from getting flanked before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to run into the corner. I would then like to use my Tides of Chaos to gain advantage on my next attack roll, on one attack roll, I should say. And I would like to cast, or at least attempt to cast, Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
And I will, can I link that? Is that a thing I can do?
I would love that.
I would also love that.
If you need to, just copy and paste it.
Yeah, I will. I don't have the extensions installed right now.
Shit. Okay. Oh. Okay. Roll with advantage.
Roll with advantage. So that's just a D20. I gotta do it raw. Woo! That's good. That's a good start. Sir!
That's so bad.
And upon casting that, can I replenish my Tides of Chaos?
Yes, 100%. Well, actually, sorry, no, you can't. Remember, you have to do it the next spell. Because you're using the Tides of Chaos now. You got to do we've gotten lost on this one before.
Yes, we have.
I understand what but yeah, you replenish it next time.
That was a really good turn. That was a really good turn. Yeah, that's it for me. That's it for Ethan, for Grixie boy.
The hobgoblin. Wait, what? Oh, you missed. The hobgoblin smiles and just gets ready to start running at you. Like he's really looking down on you figuratively and literally right now. Peaches, you're up next.
Okay, since he's grappled, I should be able to get away from him without him being able to attack me, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to try and run around him and go and stand between Wyatt and Grix.
Actually, the answer is no, you wouldn't be able to, but he's not going to do it anyways.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess if he's not restrained, he's just grappled.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at the hobgoblin.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm still not used to the system.
This man's is out here Neo dodging everything coming his way. And the ocean is just littered with all kinds of arcana and weapons and things like that. He dodges.
Well, that ends my turn.
Okay. Next is Wyatt.
I can take a step back, right?
Yes, he could have attacked you from there, but he doesn't.
Okay. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Okay.
You're Eldritch blasting Ned.
I'm Eldritch. No, Milo. No, it's
Well,
Ned.
we'll see. We'll see that nat one.
It is. Yeah, I'll just roll it. I'm gonna roll it with hands.
With his hands.
And with your special hands?
Hey yo.
How's a 20 to hit?
That's okay. Let her rip.
I gotta roll a d10. And it is. What was it? +2? I forget what the ice was.
It's
2
two.
damage. 2.
So what's the total?
9 damage.
9? Whoo! Okay. So you blast Ned, and as he's being held, you just fucking smash right
Can
into
I-
his face.
Can I try to
Yeah.
aim at his mouth?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you blast right.
And there's a little cold there too.
Yes.
A little cold.
So as it kind of smashes through, you see like his face kind of gets torn up a little bit, and the kind of ice damage just like freezes over, and you see he's like he tries to like yell something at you, but his jaw is just like locked up.
Okay. Question.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead, Wyatt.
I'll just end by saying that's enough out of you.
A question. So, fighting style interception. As long as I have a shield, a simple, or a martial weapon in hand, which I wouldn't have a weapon, but if I would still have a shield technically, right? Like if I'm holding a shield, like have a shield like strap arm, grab him, would I be able to use interception to deflect the damage?
To deflect. I don't know. I haven't seen interception.
Can I have it? I can link it here.
God damn. Wow.
But like I guess like theatrically, or like I would have been wielding my shield and my spear. I threw my spear, but now that I'm grappling him, what happened to my shield?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. I think to hold a shield, you need to hold it. You know what I mean? So if you're grappling, oh man, this is such a fucking messy. You gotta hit me with these.
I didn't think that I would fucking need it in this situation ever.
So you're wielding a one hand and a shield.
Which, like, in my head, I envision a shield to be like leather straps on the inside, with also something to hold on to.
Yeah, this is
if I lose my grip, I still have my shield on.
this is one of the hardest fucking rulings I think I've ever had to think through.
Well, how he has him grappled. How does he have him grappled? With 1 or 2 hands? That's like the answer.
Well, it would be 2. It'd be 2.
Well, you're doing it right now. So then that you just proved your point, Frank.
Yeah.
So
If he's
what?
holding like that, then his shield is already strapped to his wrist, to his arm, to his forearm, like this. When you hold a shield, you hold it like this, and when you're grappling, you're grappling like this.
Yeah. Okay.
But
All right.
If he just to play devil's advocate, if he were holding it like that and then intercepted and took his arm off the guy has a chance to slip away.
You know what? I think that's a pretty good middle ground. How do you feel about that, Tanner? If you do this, he's gonna have an opportunity to get away from you.
Yeah,
Like
sure,
you know you'll have to raise your arm off of your grip. Okay. Fucking let's do it. Okay.
So
Okay.
So 1d10 plus my efficiency.
This is a crazy fight. What the fuck is going on? I don't even know anymore.
It's not great. It reduces the damage by 4.
By 4. Okay. So still a similar effect happens. He still takes the frost to the face, and chunks kind of go off. But you see a pretty good chunk of the Eldritch Blast just wings off your shield into the wall. Okay. Okay.
Now, do we roll contested? You want to roll contested strength again? Because he'll have a chance to get out.
Yes, we are going to do that. Ooh, you're going to have a tough one here.
Geralt of Rivia, Henry Cavill has my back, not fucking Liam, whatever, dude. Hemsworth 13 again, damn it.
This is a 19 you had to beat. Okay. So he kind of like, you put up your shield, he busts out, and he is no longer grappled. He just kind of gives you like a questioning look, but instinctually like nods as like a thank you, and it's his turn. And he looks at you, Wyatt, frozen jaw, tries to say something, and just doesn't get it out. But he does take a step forward and stab Sandbalette in the face, and he crits.
Oh no.
I don't know if there's a way he survives this. Ooh, wow. Okay. So he lunges forward, gets a short sword through the chest, pulls it out, and there's just blood everywhere. Sandbalette starts like kind of slinking down against the wall. And you see Ned take like a brief moment to like look at him. And he lets out like a grunt, and then he runs this way.
Motherfucker.
Can I take an attack of
Yep.
opportunity?
You and Feyorn can if you want.
Okay, so what are the rules for re-equipping a weapon? This would be an unarmed strike from me. Like, I have a warhammer, but I did not wield it at first.
If you're unarmed, then it's unarmed.
Yeah. Well, then what are the rules for me pulling out my warhammer? Is that an action to pull out a weapon?
You know what? I'm gonna say you don't need an action, but I'm gonna say you at least need to be on your turn. Like he broke off, stabbed
I'm not asking for it now. I just mean like in general. So I was just asking.
Yeah.
Okay, so unarmed strike. I punched myself in the face with a natural 1.
Natural 1. Okay. So you see fucking Milo stumble forward, the weirdest punch you've ever seen.
Milo had too much wine.
I'm gonna try and
Feyorn,
trip him.
you're gonna try and trip him.
Yeah, because I was trying to knock him out last time, so I'm not gonna
Like-
try and kill him.
Shove
Well,
him
you can-
or something.
he's
Yeah.
taking, like 10 damage or something. So
Okay. So I'll have you make a. You know what? We'll do a dex check and see if you can like out dex him. You got to crack an 11.
Dex?
Actually, sorry, not an 11. It's a 13. You got to beat.
Feyorn beats that.
Saving?
I've
No.
seen this motherfucker
Dex check.
juggling
It's
seashells.
just a raw dex check.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wait, if it meets, it beats.
Yeah.
Oh no, rollies. That would just be rollies then, I guess. But
So
that's like not a
13?
DC. You just roll again, I think. Or
Yeah.
what's the dexterity mod?
No. Actually, no. Technically, he's the one making the save, so he's the one saving from the attempt. So I'm gonna say he's passing that. He's passing that. I know that's a harsh ruling, but he's
How
passing
dare
it.
you.
So he hops over your stick, and I just want to make sure I've got this right.
Yeah, he does.
And he comes back.
Okay, perfect. So he starts dashing away, and he flips you guys the bird as he runs.
Save him.
So the two humans at the back of the cave. Are we okay? Can we go? Anyone can answer that or not. It's up to you guys.
The 2 humans, they're working with
Sandbalette.
No.
Sandbalette. Yeah, but they're just at the back of the cave, like holding their longbows, pointing at everybody, like trying to get an answer out of somebody.
They did not save Sandbalette at all.
No, they did not. Can I just respond to that with, I'll respond and say, you guys are safe, but stay put. And I'll leave it at that.
Okay, Feyorn, you're up, buddy.
I still don't know who we're mad at here. Should we go get him? What's
Apprehend
happening?
him! As what I'll say as a paladin.
Apprehend him. Okay.
And I speak in paladinese.
Everybody takes inspiration from that one.
I guess I'll turn around and start making see if I can catch up to him.
Okay.
What do I got? 15, 15. Oh, he's right there. Hi. I'm gonna try and grab him. I'm gonna try and apprehend him.
Okay. So contested strength.
Oh, great.
Okay, you have to beat a whopping 4.
As a furblog, if you can't do this, bro.
Yeah, but I'm also. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
It was a
Sweet.
10 minus 1.
Feyorn just runs out and grabs him. And Feyorn, you hear Ned just go, oh.
I don't smell bad.
Milo. Oh, sorry.
From
go ahead.
around the corner, I'll just say, I got him.
Actually, I'm going to put you up here so they can't see you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, next is Milo.
Okay, I'm gonna look to Grix, and I'm gonna point at Grix, and I'm gonna point to Hobgoblin. Both you guys fucking knock it off, and then if possible, go over to Sambalette and place my hands on his face and use lay on hands.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I will use. I don't know. I can use 10, so I'll just use all 10 of it. I don't remember how much damage he took, but I'll use all 10 to.
Yeah, he took a lot more than that. Okay. So he's kind of like sputtering on the ground, and you close up the most recent wound to the chest, and some of his kind of like the bleeding out of his face starts to staunch a little bit, but it's still pretty profuse.
Okay, and then if possible, you know what? At this point, no, I don't need to do that. Then I'll just I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check for that, asking them to knock it off.
Are you Phrank, please? Please stop asking me to roll, dude.
Stop saying things that
Let me have like some kind of narrative persuasion on everybody because fuck, I roll like shit. No! Persuasion, you say?
Uh-huh. What is it?
9, dude.
That's not terrible. That's not terrible.
That's not
Yeah, I rolled an
bad.
8
That's-
and a 9.
That's with your modifier?
That's plus 5.
Oh,
I rolled a 3 and a 4, dude.
I mean,
So-
I rolled a 3 and a 4 for my fucking attack, so with advantage.
So the hobgoblin on his turn is going to look to you, Grix, and he's going to like kind of hold his side, longsword in the other, and he's going to look at you and kind of like give you like a what's up kind of nod.
I'll do it right back instantly. But
Like-
I'll like tilt my head forward a little bit to like egg him on a little bit.
Oh, okay. So then he runs at you, and he
No! Ah! Coward!
Hey, dude.
okay. So this one's his best roll yet. This is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, I think that one hits.
That one hits.
Yeah.
He's
that one
going-
hits.
He's going 2 hands.
Ooh.
Damn.
Flop. He lands for 3 slashing damage with his 2-handed longsword. So he gets a little chop on you. And he just says, to the death then. And
Oh, baby, yes, sir.
Sanbalette is going to stay down and look up at you, Milo. And and he will kind of like put out his hand on your forearm and just say, "Thank you. I need you to make a."
No, he's not, dude.
Oh,
Is this
I need-
real? I just
I need
told
you-
this motherfucker.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I don't know
Oh.
why we fucking healed him to begin with.
Are you-
All right.
Sure.
It's-
You want
Are
me
you
to-
sure?
This is
Are
the
you
weirdest
sure?
fight. Uh-huh.
I've rolled just about every single one of my dice now,
Uh-huh.
dude. Wisdom
stop
save
rolling those.
Wisdom save.
13. Highest I've rolled is an 11 today. I rolled a 13. 11
Is-
plus 2.
His DC is
Nice. Meets it beats. Fuck you, Sandalette.
okay. Now, I will say you actually didn't notice him cast
Being a good guy.
a spell.
Sure.
Nobody did, in fact. So, and he just kind of like puts his head down. Grix, you're up, buddy.
I'd like to use my nimble escape as a bonus action.
Sure.
Just sneak under his legs and just scuttle away.
Meanwhile, by the way, the humans that are doing this are just like this, watching Grix run back and forth.
Ping pong.
And I will use again Chaos Bolt. I will link it again for you.
Okay. Okay.
And upon casting, before anything happens, I'd like to replenish my Tides of Chaos.
Okay. Roll the d20 for me, please.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's bad? Fuck!
Roll
First-
the nat 20.
Shit!
which is not trigger chaos magic.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll the hit. Okay.
Does a 19 at least hit? Wait, sorry. 19 plus 4. I
Yeah.
forgot to add that last time. Didn't matter though.
That's good.
All right, I'd like to roll 2d8
Go ahead.
with 1d6 damage as well on top of that.
Okay. What kind of damage is this?
So, okay, so how this happens is the first d8 determines what kind of damage is
Damage.
going to
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, so I will roll the first d8. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's poison damage or
Okay.
toxic damage. No, yeah, poison damage.
Okay.
So that's 6 damage. That's another 3 damage
For 9?
for 9, and then that's for 12.
Well, you roll 3d6s?
I roll 2d8
Oh.
and 1d6.
Jesus. Okay. Okay. So you
And
see.
I'm gonna just twirl it around my hands, and as it like starts as like a purple like morphed ball, and as I'm about to cast it, it turns green, and I'm just gonna.
Yeah, you can describe how he dies too. If you're.
When it hits him, I just want his skin to just slowly just go pale, and the life out of his body to slowly get drained away by the poison.
Okay.
And I just want to see his corpse
You
just
fucking killed him.
like flop to the ground, like just a lifeless, just like a slump.
Okay.
He did.
And as he goes down, Peaches, you hear the faint and gruff final no as he goes down. Okay, he's out. Next up.
He
Oh,
says
boy.
in common, maybe I am a coward. We're all like, what? What is he?
Fucking
Damn, that really hurt.
goblins.
Okay, I'm gonna go assist Feyorn. So I'm
Okay.
gonna fly over there.
Okay.
Now I have to use
Oh my god.
what 5 feet to get over, like to get high and then go, or can I just like?
No, you can I'll put you on an angle. You can go up at an angle. If you can go diagonally this way, you can go diagonally that way.
How that works?
It doesn't really work that way, but if you're only going 5 feet, that's fine.
I think I'm flying 50.
You're getting there, no problem.
So that was 30, 35.
Fuck, man.
Oh, wait. I'm gonna go on the other side of him.
Okay.
I'm gonna land behind him.
Yeah.
And Feyorn has him grappled.
Yes. This
Okay.
man's getting back hugs all day.
I'm gonna land behind him and kind of pat him on the shoulder and cast Friends.
Okay.
And let's see. How do I send that? I don't know. Anyways, I have advantage on charisma checks directed at this one creature. Oh no, that isn't hostile towards you. Shit!
Well, is he hostile towards us?
He's
I
pretty
hit him
fucking
over the
hostile.
head with the staff.
She smashed him in the head.
For sure, yeah, okay. You're right.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that then. I will hold an action for if he gets out of the grapple or makes an attack. I will hold a Sacred Flame.
Shit. Okay. So you kind of like roil some magic in your hands. Okay, nice. Wyatt, what are you doing, buddy?
Can I get away from Sambalet without, like, does he attack me as I try to walk away from him?
No. No.
And I can see Ned from here, is that correct?
Yeah. You see Feyorn holding on to him. Big spoon.
I'll just blast.
Ned?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna say the way he's positioned, he's gonna have cover. If you
Okay,
want a
hold on.
full attack,
Yeah.
you can walk through Milo and get into that room if you
Fine.
want.
10, 15, 20, 25.
Right there. That's good.
15 to hit.
That's good.
Is the 0 on the D10 10?
That's the max.
Yeah, so 12 damage.
12.
Yo, Tanner, do you have any games on your phone?
Fuck. Subway Surfers only.
Be my guest.
Dude.
Let's go, Wyatt. Let's go, baby!
I turn the corner, and as he's being like held by Feyorn, we lock eyes. And I just give him a little wink with a smile, and just with like a quick, no like mumbo jumbo, just like a quick, and the frost just goes in one ear and out the other and splats on the wall.
Oh,
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
talk about a brain freeze.
Damn.
I'm so mad at that.
So Feyorn, the body you just see this flash go across your vision through his head and out the other side, and the body goes limp in your hands.
Okay.
At this, I'm actually gonna pull you out of combat. I didn't think we were fucking going into combat like that.
I would like to approach the corpse of the hobgoblin.
Okay.
Don't teabag him.
And I'm going to approach his head.
The humans are standing in the corner. Instead of doing this, they're going like this, watching Grix.
I'm going to approach his head, and I would say kneel down, but I don't think I have to kneel down very far. Just bend over a little bit and shut his eyes and just say, "May Bargrivik give you pity." And I will, I'll stand up and face Sanballet.
Okay.
Milo.
Now, Sanballet, his mouth is pretty fucked up still. He's still missing teeth. He's still got a big gash, the first gash that cut open the cheek. And so he's kind of garbling, the thanks he gave you earlier, Milo. I said it pretty clearly. It's not really, you kind of interpreted it with your adrenaline, but it was a jumbled mess.
I'll look to Sambalet and ask, "Can you speak?"
And he kind of like feels his mouth and like holds his face and pulls the blood away. I think so.
Okay. Stay put. We'll deal with that, and I will turn to start walking towards the humans.
And they like lower their bows.
I just quickly, as I kill Ned, I just kill him and immediately walk into the other room. Like, don't even look back. I'm just coming into this room.
It's so cold. Fucking high noon, baby.
Kind of like don't even acknowledge Feyorn, and because I know Feyorn and Peaches were like teaming up, I just kill him and walk away.
You didn't have to do that.
I mean, he was trying to stab people.
We could have knocked him out and tied him back up. But
Yeah.
maybe he knew too much.
I'll just let go of him at this point and let him fall to the ground. There's no sense in me holding
He's
him.
walking around with a fucking body.
He starts running. Just kidding. He just crumbles.
Blossom!
Now, do I notice anything on him? I'm not searching him, but like as I drop him, is there, I'm just gonna look at his body. Is there anything?
Give me a perception check or investigation. Actually, I'll let you do whatever you want here.
Well, I'm not gonna search him.
You're just gonna look him over.
Like as I drop him, I'm looking at him. Is there
Okay.
anything that happens? He's not looking for loot. He's just looking at him.
Sure. You give me perception because this is. I do need
Okay.
a check here.
Perception. Yeah. Perception. Ooh,
Oh
boy.
my goodness, gracioso.
I'm so
So
perceptive.
you actually see that you can see on his back, on like the waistband of his pants, you see there's on his backside. So I'm going to say this, and it's on his back. There's like a little bulge in the back of the waistband.
Hey,
Um,
That's a penis E if I've ever seen one.
Can I reach for it?
Oh,
Yo, hey, yo!
He's got a back dick.
What's his name?
Oh, not Wyatt. What's his name?
Shakeshaft. Let's go.
Ned.
You pull out a shake weight.
He made his character in the alpha of Baldur's Gate
Yeah.
when the art was everywhere. No, so you craft down, you kind of pull back the waistband, and you actually see that inside the like undergarments that he was wearing, he actually had a dagger tucked in the undergarments.
Just a normal dagger.
Doesn't look like it. It's got a little bit too much of a sheen to it, if you know what I mean.
A sheen to it.
Looks a little glossy.
Glossy. I'll just be holding it, looking at it in front of Peaches. Like, oh, this looks nice.
It does.
Okay.
It looks very shiny.
You know what? Give me a perception check here, Feyorn, with advantage because you're Feyorn.
Because I'm Feyorn.
holy sh!
Whoa.
Fucking
That a nat-
20.
that's-
Tanner,
Natural 20.
Tanner, you gotta use
From
these
19 to
dice.
20.
You,
Was that with advantage?
No, that was just one roll.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Roll it again. Maybe you get double.
Yeah, roll
like,
again. Just double
what
check.
was it? Perception?
Yeah, perception.
here.
let's just see.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck
fuck
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I saw 1d20.
So you can smell the poison coming off of this thing. It is some sort of natural concoction that he's made up and dipped his
5 minutes.
dagger in.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yummy.
I'll just. Is it just basic poison? Sorry.
Yeah, just seems like a pretty fundamental poison that would really suck to have in your bloodstream.
Okay. I'll carefully put it in my pack.
Okay. Okay. Milo, you were approaching the people down here.
Humans, yes, and I'll look to just both of them generally and ask, What was it that you guys were doing here with Sanballat?
He provided a place to stay in a group that we could call friends. So we backed him up. And we've been here for the whole time, the whole ride.
And to your understanding, as my webcam freezes and I'm
You're contemplating.
I'm in deep thought.
You get advantage on investigation checks while you're frozen.
To your
So good.
understanding, what was it that Sanballat was doing? What were you guys doing here?
Well, he was telling the truth before. He was trying to figure out what was going on with the alchemist. But there's a bunch of, I don't know, something freaky on the other side of that door up there, apparently guarding it. So we never got in. But this place kind of got co-opted and has been, well, we've been forced to do some things that we didn't really come here for in the first place. There were smugglers that just have been making us do work about once a month, take in shipments, make sure the right people come and pick them up.
How many people have you guys killed, if any?
I don't think we've killed any.
Do you know
And-
what actually happened to the children?
Yeah, they came here, they played around, and we heard them upstairs, so Sanballat just scared them away with some illusions.
Where does your loyalty lie? If you don't have this group of friends, where will you guys go?
I don't know anymore. I'm not staying here.
And what about Saltmarsh? Can you go there?
It's not really my thing. You know, I kind of like living on the road. Or where it feels like home where most people don't think it feels like home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna hang on to your friend for a bit, and then really try and figure out what's going on. Sanballat, that is. I see it okay as long as you guys aren't harming anybody. That you do leave. If you need help in resupplying or whatever it may be, I suggest swinging by Saltmarsh and asking for Ida Owlin. Tell her Milo sent you, and she might be gracious enough to help you guys rest and refit and find yourselves on your way, okay?
Give me a persuasion check.
While he does this, can I snap my fingers to try to get Grix's attention?
For sure.
Persuasion? Dude, nice. Okay, 19.
19? Okay.
Yeah.
So they
Sorry.
kind of like, I'll finish this up here. So they just kind of like, they say, you know, that's the last person I would have thought that I would talk to, but I mean, it sounds better than what I'm dealing with now.
And if we ever find out that you fell off the track again, they'll have him to deal with. And I point to Feyorn as he kind of walks around the corner.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Wyatt.
As I have his attention, I point to the boat.
I'll just like nod my head. I'll give him the wink and nod my head. Yeah.
Okay.
And I will. Can I? No, I don't. I'm not trying to hide from anybody, but can I try to be like sneaky approaching the boat? Like try not to draw attention to myself as I approach the boat.
Sure. I mean, you can give me a stealth check and see. I mean, you're walking in the middle of a fucking room filled with people.
Listen, I'm not trying to be like stomp, stomp, stomp as I like make my way over there. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Trying to be casual.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll take 10.
Okay. I mean, you kind of make your way over, kind of inconspicuously. You look a little weird doing it.
Hey, how you doing?
But people seem to be kind of minding their own business, I guess.
Yeah, I'll climb onto the boat and I like to investigate the boat and see if there's any like trapdoors or if there's any crates or anything like that. Just want to take a quick little glance over.
Sure. So you can see that this is actually a 4-seater boat. However, the 2 of the seats are blocked up because it is overloaded with stuff. So there are boxes, crates, things like that. As you crack open a few of them, none of them are locked. As you crack open a few of them, you see a couple of books in one of them. It seems to be the heaviest crate. Then there's some basic clothes that are just folded up, some shoes, things like that. There's food. You see a bunch of apples, some bread, and a couple of like dried meats. That's really it. Just seems like basic like living provisions.
So there's wouldn't be any hidden contraption or anything like in the floorboards or anything like that, like a hidden like not underground, but like under deck compartment.
Give me an investigation check.
Okie dokie.
As he's like searching through this, I want to kind of like crouch down and kind of block Sambalet's vision from the boat.
Sure.
Just kind of like crouch facing him.
Okay. Grix, you don't really find anything.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
I'm
like,
finding nothing. I'm gonna approach the hobgoblin again. Sorry to interrupt.
No, yeah, I was gonna say if like the humans are leaving, I would kind of follow them towards the entrance again.
I actually have a question for them before they go.
Sure. You can catch them while they're walking.
Sambalet kind of got cut off while he was saying it. Who conscripted you guys?
There's a big ship. We call it the Sea Ghost. And I don't really know the people on it, but they're not the nicest.
Have I heard of the Sea Ghost before?
Give me a little history check with advantage.
Would I know being part of the Mariners Guild?
10.
Or can I roll for
Yeah,
it?
give me a history check. I'm gonna give you just a straight check though.
I got 10. I didn't get much.
10? Okay.
Sorry, what was the name of it again?
Sea
I rolled
Ghost.
a 4.
Thank you.
Yeah, at best, I'll say on the 10, I'll say at best, you've heard like rumblings of the name, like it kind of vaguely pulls a memory, but you don't really know any information about it.
Would I know anything about it?
If anybody wants to dive in, just give me the history check.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
I would.
People were-
No, I know.
There's my 18.
The 18. Okay, so for Grix, you have heard of the Sea Ghost, and the information that you know about it is primarily that that nobody really interacts with the ship. Nobody really sees it. But you're fairly certain that any rumors are actually confirmed. Like it does exist, just people avoid it.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the humans again. When's the last time it was here?
Well, maybe 3 weeks ago. It pops by about once a month.
So it's due back. Sorry. So it's due back soon.
Yeah, about a week. Actually, yeah, 8 days from today.
And what do they trade in that was worth Sambalet's life?
I just want to, before I answer you, I want to make sure we are free to go, no matter what the answer is. And you know that we were forced to do this?
I don't think that's my call to make.
I'll ask again. Have you killed anyone?
No.
Can I insight that?
Yep, give me an insight check.
Can I also?
Please, Mr. Geralt. Insight? Dude, a 4.
A 4? Yeah, you guys believe them. I hate to do this. I do have to take a little pause. Just both my kids are sick and they're freaking out, so we're gonna take our little break right now, if that's okay.
Little break skis.
Yeah,
little break skis.
Little breaky. So we'll jump back in a little
All
bit.
right, I'm gonna do a few lines real quick. There is
Why?
not of Coke. Not-
Why?
No. If anything, it'd be G Fuel again.
Oh god.
There is a clip of me snorting a line of G Fuel on stream. Why not?
I need to see that clip.
Okay, hold on. Pretty funny. By pretty funny, I mean it sucked.
I can imagine. In high school, my brother snorted sour key dust.
Oh my god,
Sugar?
that sounds horrible. That sounds horrible.
Gave him a sinus infection.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
God damn.
Also, Mr. Metro, I hope you don't mind, but I shared your stream to my Snapchat followers.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
And by my Snapchat followers, I mean just my story.
He just reshared it to us. That's funny.
Basically, yeah.
No, yeah, I don't mind.
There you go. For anybody interested in seeing me doing a line of G Fuel, it's in the Discord. It's as bad as you might think it is. Seems, sir, you've changed your decor around a little bit. I noticed.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I sold that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what's that now?
So it's just that I had this poster on a different wall and I just put it there. I have had that
Nice.
poster for a while.
Oh.
My fiance bought it for me.
That's adorable.
Quite the session.
Oh,
Yeah. You good?
I closed out of something I didn't mean to.
Is it a tab? You can hit Control Shift T to reopen the tab.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yes, it is.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, well, just a tab.
It helps knowing an IT guy sometimes.
True. Is that what you do? Is that your day job?
Yeah, it's my day job. I'm a corporate slug as an IT guy.
IT's cool though.
It's all right.
Usually pays well.
It pays well, but it
Yeah.
fucking sucks for the mental.
What company do you work at?
We're a manufacturing company. It's not very big. We're located in Chatham, where I'm at.
What company is it?
Well, we're on stream. I don't think I need to divulge that
True, yeah,
information right now.
maybe that's my
Message
dog.
me. I work at a tool and die shop.
Okay, fuck, chill out, fuck. Also, I posted the clip in our chat for Dungeons and Dummies.
Yeah, I heard that. I had my headphones, just not anything else.
I'm gonna fill up water while Frank's still away.
Now, why did you snort a line of G Fuel?
It was a sub goal.
Gotcha.
And by sub goal, I mean I needed one more sub. But I think I needed like 5 or some shit. I spun the wheel, and the first spin of the wheel was Snorlaline G Fuel, and I was like, well, how's it do it? When in Rome, do it for the content. Is that a weed brownie?
Oh God,
Yeah, it was horrible.
I can imagine.
So who's ready to metagame? No, I'm kidding.
My cat has mad zoomies right now.
Who was it that took the books before? Was that Feyorn?
Feyorn, I think, because there was a book about plants.
Okay. Ooh.
Nice.
Have you been playing Baldur's Gate, Tanner?
Little bit. I played 30 hours of the early access like 2
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Oh, you jumped in
So-
early.
It's a completely different game.
Yeah, like I'm just getting through the beginning stuff again. It's
Mhm.
nice to see, like, it's nice that it's so fresh for me that like I can see the differences in, X person just popping out of X thing and just being there and it being like cutscene pending, like actually seeing the cutscene where
Yeah.
there's actual interaction, like that. To see what they've added, especially in the early stuff, is really cool.
Yeah, so Lemon and I started playing in early access like a week, not even a week before the game came out, and then I played it. I started another campaign after it came out, and like the intro is completely different,
Mhm.
which is which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Wait,
The
the
fact that I
intro is
can't-
different?
Like it's like
Mhm.
not by much, but it's like some of the cutscenes are different. Some
Okay.
of the combat's a little different as
I
well.
might create a new one just to watch that because I skipped it because I was just like, I've seen this. But I'll
You're
just go
not
back just to watch it.
really like it's still the same. Like I don't know if it's same dialogue, but it's still like
It added a little bit of something off the end, pretty much.
Okay,
oh
You could probably watch it on YouTube
true.
and just see, but yeah.
yeah.
I didn't
my,
watch it either because I
My
thought the
very
same.
first time I ever played the game, the first mind like stealer fucking brain thing.
Mhm.
Elephant?
The very first one you encounter, like you're not even 5 minutes in, it kills me. And I'm like, this game is fucking dog shit. I'm never touching it again. Lost to the first round of because I got one shot. Because the guy that's in the chair,
The okay, I understand. What
yeah.
are they called? They're called intelligence something.
intelligence stealers or whatever the fuck. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it killed me,
I
and I'm
feel
like, this game is dog shit. Because then you have to restart, and I'm like, I don't want to restart all this. I have to rewatch all this stuff again and remake another character. But this is dog shit.
Intellect devourer. That's what it's called.
That's it. Intellect Devour. Yeah.
You gotta
People who
save.
play DIA should know that. That was in Avernus.
Yeah,
You
that
should
was
know
also
that.
in our campaign too. It was also in the movie.
Were they?
And I tried to
Yeah.
hug one of those mind flayers.
You did
In
try to
Waterdeep.
player in Waterdeep.
I can see that.
Yeah, they were in the movie. They're like when they're going to get wherever the crown is with Homeboy, and then like, oh, these are intellect devourers. Like they.
Oh
these are,
yeah.
like, and then it's like home.
They were in like that like hellish place. Yeah.
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 And Homeboy, like
yeah,
they don't
yeah.
get attacked, and Homeboy's like, oh, that's a little insulting.
Yeah. I remember.
Oh, Ethan, off topic. That military show you wanted me to, or you said you recommended, the newer one with the old man mining for gold.
Sisu maybe?
Sisu, yeah.
So first off, it's not a show, it's a movie, but yeah, go on.
Whatever. It doesn't,
That's why you got me so confused. A show? I'm like,
you gotta live with it. I've been doing this for years. It was good. The ending I didn't understand.
I asked one question.
Okay.
Did you watch it subbed or dubbed?
Oh, you know
Wait.
the answer to that.
It was in English. It was in English the whole time. It didn't even give me an option.
It was in Finnish. I have the Finnish. Did you watch it on my server?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what the fuck? I thought it was in Finnish.
You saying you finished it?
They were speaking English.
Oh.
I'll have to go back.
Dude, I watch my English movies subbed.
Who?
The ending
who
though,
asked?
Ethan. How did he survive?
How does John Wick survive anything that he does?
Well,
There you go. There's your answer.
I'm ready to rock, by the way.
Oh, I have a
Okay.
bonus action to do, Frank, right away.
I'm gonna throw out a bonus action. You're not in combat. I'm gonna throw out just the idea that because both my kids are sick, I'm gonna be watching them. So if I might have to like drop for like 2 minutes, and then it'll be quick though, because
That's okay.
they just go up and down.
Children come first. Women
Okay.
and children, right?
Something like that. Okay, we're back again. Go
Okay,
ahead.
bonus
Miss.
action.
Sure.
I'd like to use one of my fonts of magic to restore all of my spell slots.
Okay. For sure. Wait, you get to restore them all? Damn. Okay.
Let me just double check, but I'm fairly certain. Yeah.
By the
Gain
way,
additional spell slots. It just says spell slots, plural.
okay, I'll look into it, but because that sounds really crazy to me.
It
I feel like
does. Yeah.
additional spell slots equal to.
It doesn't even say equal. It just says you have 2 sorcery points that you can that you gain when you finish a long rest. You can use your sorcery points to gain additional spell slots, or sacrifice spell slots to gain additional sorcery points as a bonus action.
So you have 2 sorcery points right now.
Yes.
You can use 1 to return a spell slot. So
Gotcha.
if you want to use them both. Okay. Okay. By the way,
I'll use both.
I want to reiterate every single class that you guys are playing, I have neither played really or DM'd for, so we're learning as we go. Okay. Anyways, what?
The
Wait, are you
humans were
saying
gonna-
we supposed to know our characters?
Yes.
The humans were gonna say something. What were the humans gonna say?
No,
We
no, no,
believe
no, no.
That they'd never killed anybody, and
Oh yes.
They were
We'll-
asking,
Yeah.
are
So
we free to go?
What did I ask them?
you asked if they had killed anybody. You both did an insight check, and you believed that when they said no. And then
No. Yeah, it's because I asked them something else.
that's right. You asked them what were they smuggling? What was Sambalek gonna say? And so now he will.
Wait.
They will tell.
wait.
I'll just say, I'll get up and turn my back to Sambalet, and to the humans I'll say, you're free to go in my books.
Oh. Okay.
Agreed.
I've got no quarrel.
Okay.
But I do want to know what you were smuggling.
Again, it wasn't us. So I don't want you
was
to.
being smuggled.
And they kind of like make their way up to you, and they kind of like they're like nodding their head as they go, and they kind of like try to walk past you a bit here, like in between you two, and like turn around. And the one you've been talking to just kind of leans in and just says, "People," and they get up and walk out.
People.
So it's just us and Sambalet now?
And the dead hobgoblin.
And Dead Ned and Dead Hob.
Can I loot the hobgoblin?
I think it's only appropriate.
I'm gonna take anything of importance off Sambalet.
He's alive.
Off of him? Yeah, he's alive.
I know.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
trying to make it so that he can't attack us.
He is
Okay.
not restrained.
Yeah, he's functional. And
I'm
like
taking
standing.
his weapons so that he can't attack
Oh.
us. And if he's got like casting or an arcane focus, I'll take that too. Like stuff like that.
Okay.
Try to protect us.
Okay. So what, you're gonna like pat him down?
Pretty much.
Or check him? Okay. Okay. So for Grix, I will say on the hobgoblin, what you find is he has the long sword. He has, let me see here. Actually, he has just the long sword and a little pouch that has 2 silver in it.
Okay. I want to take my dagger out and carve it and like carve slits vertically on his eyes. So that way he's blind in the afterlife.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, he has no fucking honor.
Oh my God!
Oh,
we
I'm
see
sorry. Oh,
Grix
I'm sorry.
mutilating
Oh,
his
I guess.
body?
Oh, I guess I'm sorry for being a goblin. My bad.
Do
Okay.
we see this?
Well, yeah.
Sorry. So you just had the 2 silver, eh?
Just the 2 silver and the longsword. Yeah. Yeah. So you
I'll
guys
walk
see.
over to try and like stop Grix. What Grix? What the fuck are you doing?
And before I plunge my, I guess I stick the dagger into the skin and pierce the skin. I'll just look up at Milo. Sorry, I'm just trying to find something in my background here. This is the way. This is Bargriviek's way. You know, if a goblin doesn't have honor, or flees, or is a coward, they do not deserve the rightful afterlife that us goblinoids deserve.
I understand the traditions that you hold and the standards you guys hold yourselves to, but it was just mere months ago that you were stopping goblins from committing heinous crimes and trying to change the outlook on goblins, and now you're here in front of all of us mutilating a dead body. Is that how you want people to see goblins? I thought you were kind of on this path of redemption, or this path of enlightenment into, you know, goblins not doing things like this.
I am. But for cowards, we deal with them differently. We do not deal with cowards.
Not there.
And how do you know he was a coward?
He told me. He told me that he left his clan burning while it got pillaged and raided. He fled instead of defending his home.
And you don't think, I mean, Grix, you yourself, you've been given a second chance. You don't think that he maybe deserved a second chance?
Not for cowards. If you're not willing to stand up for your home, for your clan, then what are you living for? Besides your own personal greed and your own personal gain, which obviously he was doing. Think about it. He's down here with Sanballet. They're smuggling things. We don't know exactly what they're smuggling. He's doing this for his own personal gain. There's no honor amongst that.
I'll just shout out people.
Honor amongst thieves.
When you said we don't know what they were smuggling, I'll just be like, people.
Fucking Feyorn.
So even worse, he's smuggling people. He's stealing people away from their homes and their families. Wouldn't you say that's one of the most heinous crimes a being
The
can
human
commit?
said it wasn't them. It was the smugglers. It wasn't these guys that were doing the smuggling. They
They were part of it. They didn't do
were
anything to stop it.
bystanders.
They didn't do anything to stop it though. They sat idly by and did nothing while these smugglers stole and took people away from their homes, from their families. You guys don't have an issue with that?
It's not that I don't have an issue with it, Grix. It's
He's
just
already
not.
dead.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he's already dead. But it's not for us to be the reckoner in these situations. What about you and your tribe? You're here. Just moments ago, you were stealing wine for your own benefit. Were you not, Grix? And I'm
You're
not
right.
here, again, I'm not here to play judge, jury, executioner, but I believe that everybody should be given a second chance. Much like we've just sent those people off. We understand that in what they were doing was not good, in hopes that they will change their ways, in hopes that the council will turn them in the right direction back in Saltmarsh. And Peaches mentioned, if we see them, convicted again or doing some sort of obviously criminal activity like we've seen here, then they can receive their punishment. But to just kill somebody and mutilate their dead body without chance for change, I mean, what do you stand for if hypocrisy is going to weigh heavily on your decisions?
Well, I think what's this hobgoblin really got to redeem? Think he's gonna get a chance at redemption? He's dead.
Oh,
He's
He
no,
has
dead.
no plan to go back to.
I speak to the predetermined notion that we had coming in here that we weren't going to kill anybody. So the fact that we not only have a dead Ned, which Wyatt we'll get to because he said something that all of us heard, and we'll speak to that. But for you, Grix, to kill this hobgoblin because he was just a coward, again, we are not the Reckoners. This is not what we came here to do, and
Do
we
not
had
speak
agreed.
to me about my ways and my culture. You know nothing
Also,
of us.
I have to agree with Grix here. Let him do what he has to do.
The goblin way is far different than anything you could ever possibly fathom as a human. You don't know the struggles that we face day in and day out. The disrespect we get just from common folk. The amount of disrespect I receive in Saltmarsh. It is unfathomable.
So why
Us
do you want to
goblinoids, we
continue
live a
that
different way of
disrespect
life.
for
What was that,
him?
Peaches?
I said, why do you want to continue that disrespect for him? Is that not something you want to break?
This is what happens to
And
cowards in my
I
culture.
don't want to be Judge, Judy, or Executioner either, but I feel like that's his god that's going to be the one doing that. If he truly was a coward and a terrible person, then he's already suffering.
This is what we do to
Already
cowards.
dead.
This is what we do to deserters. Even if somebody were to come back as a traitor to a clan, their eyes would be gouged out while they're alive, and they would be left mutilated, unseeing, for that sole reason. This is the way that we live. This is how we have to live if we want to survive. Because
This is
you
not
people,
how we live, Grix. Us. We did not agree to this. I understand your goblinish tradition.
I don't think you do.
That's not. I understand. I'm drinking it in. I don't support it. I don't accept it. Sure, but as a group here, you don't have to do those things to try and survive. You don't have to do those things. You don't have to be the goblin who mutilates cowards.
my
That's not what
culture
this group was set out to do.
is everything to me. Without my culture, who am I? Besides just
You're Grix,
some
who works at the
goblin
docks.
that was given pity upon and was given a job and somehow landed here.
Yeah,
I
You
have
want
to
to be.
continue with my traditions.
a
Because
second
if I
chance.
don't, they get forgotten.
Your
And
Who
then
do
tradition
you
what?
want to
ruined
be?
your first chance, Grix, and you've been given a second chance. and
You
you're
don't
turning back
know
your-
of my first chance.
Okay. We're getting heated here. We don't need to get at each other's throats over this. We've already got enough on our plates. Let's leave this be for now. Grix, we do not believe that you should do that. If you're going to do that, leave us out of it. Let us leave the room. Let us separate ourselves from this so that you can do what you need to do. But we do not condone this. We are not going to allow you to do this in front of us. At least give us that courtesy.
No one asked you to look.
Let us leave first. Give us
Oh.
the courtesy to get away from this situation and calm ourselves while you do whatever you need to do. Give
I
us
will.
the
I'm
30
gonna
seconds to a full minute to get away.
I'm gonna spit on the corpse and just stand back up. Fine. This one time, I'll grant it. I'll grant this to you. This one time. But if you get in my way of my culture again, then I will not be very happy.
and you'll
My
do
culture
nothing,
is my
Goblin.
everything.
I have I'm gonna do something as a placeholder and instead as he walks away,
Mhm.
I'm gonna take a scrap of fabric and I'm gonna wrap it around his head a bunch of times and tie it so that the hobgoblin can't see,
Mhm.
but isn't being mutilated to do it. Say this is if he's going to go to the afterlife blind, it's at least not affecting our relationship.
This is a fair compromise. I can
Thank
at least live with myself with this compromise. I'm not happy, but I can live with myself. As for you,
all
Milo,
just trying to get
and I'm gonna point my dagger at Milo. Not like not threateningly, but just
Right.
like to prove
I
a
mean-
point. You ever call me a fucking goblin again? We're gonna have fucking issues. And I'm gonna sheath my dagger.
Wait, are you not a goblin?
What do
I
call
am a
you
goblin,
Feyorn?
but that's disrespectful.
Oh,
What can
I
call
don't
you
walk up to
instead?
Milo and call him human. I don't walk up to Peaches and call her an Aarakocra.
But I am an Aarakocra.
But I don't refer to you as that. It's disrespectful. Even I know that as a goblin.
Just talking about being a goblin. What do you want us to call you? To refer to you
My
as?
fucking name. My name's
We
Grix.
do.
How you doing?
There's the accent. And I was like, where was that?
I can't keep it up. I can't. I
Alrighty,
tried. I can't keep it.
alright.
That's okay.
It and Grix, it won't happen again. I apologize, but again, we had predetermined that we weren't going to kill anybody, and I understand your ways, but that your ways are. This group did not sign up.
Different from
that.
ours.
We need to find, if possible, for all of us, a middle ground, but that's a conversation we can have another time.
Little scoff and head towards the boat and just sulk.
kick rocks.
Kick rocks. Kick
Skip some rocks.
Grix rocks.
Okay, so I had mentally a pin in the whole patting down Sandballet thing. I don't know where you're at with that, but
Oh yeah, that would have happened before this conversation.
okay. Well,
As I'm patting him down, I'm like, oh my god.
I have to say that if you dove into that, I'll say like you haven't done it yet. Just I'll say you got like distracted
Okay.
by this or whatever. But if you want to do that now, you can absolutely do that.
Investigation check.
Yeah. So
Or do I need to roll?
you know what? Yeah, we'll give it an investigation check. And as you're patting him down, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
You bastard.
You bastard.
Okay.
Oh, fuck you.
Okay.
So he kind of like looks up at you and he kind of gives like a knowing nod, like a defeated look, and then he like a second goes by and he just kind of he sighs in defeat as you like pat him down, and you find that there is in fact one other dagger on him, and he has a his arcane focus is actually one of his earrings, and you can see that very clearly as he's kind of been casting his spells through it.
I'm gonna take both of those.
Okay. You do not find
Could
much
I
else.
tell
on him.
that he was trying to cast something on me?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
Damn.
I didn't think so, but I figured I'd ask anyways.
Peaches, are you able to patch him up enough to be able to speak with us again?
I should be able to. It's my last spell for the day.
I can do it.
I might be able to do like some bandages and gauze, but I don't know if that'll actually give him the ability to speak.
I'll do it, and I'll push past Peaches, and I will cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
You have cure wounds as a sorcerer?
Warlock.
Nope.
Are you? Are you not
I'm a
warlock?
warlock.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
don't
got
worry
mixed
about
up.
Wow.
Don't worry about it.
All
Don't
right.
worry about it, boys. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's 8 total healing.
8. Okay. Right
6
on.
plus 2, baby.
Okay.
All
And
of these
actually, can I
abilities.
retcon something before I cast Cure Wounds on him?
Sure.
The cure
As
is
I, like,
actually
as I-
burning hands.
Cauterize
As
it.
I approach Sandballet, I'm gonna look at Feyorn, and just tell him that there might be some books on the boat that he might be interested in seeing. Since you're a book collector and all.
Um,
And then
I mean-
I'll cast Cure Wounds.
I'll go look.
Also, in case Frank, you are wondering why I have cure wounds, it's
I already know. I already know.
Dope.
I meant it was like a little puzzle I just solved. I just kind of pieced it together.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Grix.
Okay, so he does in fact heal over. He's still kind of busted up. His teeth are still on the floor, but the kind of it's now just like scar tissue that's like healed over, giving him like enough jaw movement to kind of to be able to speak to you. He kind of drools out the last little bit of blood, and as he does so, Feyorn, you look into the crate and you see there are 3 books. One of them is a it's like a historical collection of this the land of Ayuz, and it's got like a historical collection of some of the goings on there, which is like a neighboring kingdom. There is a naval almanac listing tide names for the area of most of the coast around Saltmarsh. And the last book is a volume of erotic poetry, fully illustrated. And in that book, as you clearly flip through it, you find in one of the back pages, there's actually a little slip of paper that slides out, and it's got 2 pieces of information. On the top of the page, there is some kind of random scribblings, and then in common beside it, there's like basic words like lift, stop, go, move, like very, very basic commands next to some random scribblings. And then at the bottom, there is something very, very strange. There is a series of lines and dots. So it goes line, dot, 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 and then next to it, it says, is it safe? And then there's dot, line, dot, line. It says, everything's safe. And then there's line, 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 and it says, ready to unload, come to the ship.
Oh,
So, Feyorn, that's what you find. And meanwhile, Sanballat kind of looks up at you, Grix, and he says, thank you again. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, but he doesn't have his arcane focus.
Oh yeah, sorry, he doesn't. Never mind. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're
Good
welcome.
catch. Good catch. And he stands up to his feet and kind of like gets off of the wall. So for the first time, he's like standing on his own 2 feet here.
Careful now. One wrong move, you're back in the water.
I don't think that I'm going to be doing that. What do you need with me?
I think you're our evidence.
For what?
The goings on here.
Very well.
We'll see.
And
It'll be
will I
a
be
decision.
tried for those children you were speaking of?
I don't know. Have you ever seen a symbol like what was on them? And I'll like sketch it out in the dirt or whatever.
No. That's I've never seen that in my life.
Do I believe that?
Give me an insight.
Can I also try to figure out if he's lying about that or not?
Sure. Yeah. Roll on.
7.
7. He seems to like piece something together for a second, but yeah, you just see actual confusion on his face.
Does it have anything to do with that ship?
The symbol? No.
All right, should we tie him up, guys?
I don't think we're done here.
No, but we could at least bind his hands. If you want, I don't know. Do you have any more questions for him?
I actually don't really care what happens to him. I think we got to go figure out what's behind door number 2. I think Sambalette, your human friends told us everything we need to know. I don't think we really need him, to be honest.
Again, he's our evidence. We do need him.
Whatever you believe.
I mean, we could always carry back the body of the hobgoblin over there. Hell, we can even sail it over to Saltmarsh. We have a boat.
I thought only 2 people could, or 4 people at most, could fit in it.
I'm pretty small. I'm sure I can find a spot.
All right, so we have to figure out what's in that room. But first, Milo, you had a question for Wyatt, I believe. Was it Milo who?
Yeah.
said that?
Wyatt, what did Ned mean when he said that he'll tell us about you?
Well,
Because you seemed pretty determined to kill him as well after, again, we had planned on not killing anybody.
I mean, quite honestly, he was a threat. We all knew that.
Threat to
He doesn't
who?
have to blow out his brains like that.
To all of us. You want to kill Sambalette. You want to kill your evidence.
Wyatt's got a point.
I mean, he tried to run before killing Sanballat.
I think he thought he did. Which is why he ran. But to answer your question, I mean, I'm honestly in Saltmarsh up to no good. Part of a couple of smuggling ships myself, and maybe that's what Ned was talking about. I worked with him a couple of times before.
I'd like to clear my throat at his saying that he's like a smuggler and all that. Just
It's all good, Grix. You know, eventually it was gonna come out.
well, just because you're getting things out doesn't mean you need to spoil the fun for everybody else around here.
And I'll put my hand on his shoulder and be like, he had nothing to do with it, honestly. Similar to those poor humans, it was kind of something I had to do out of, I don't know if force is the right way, but you know, to survive.
Did you smuggle people?
No.
Do I believe that?
Well, this is a contested roll, so Peaches, you would roll your insight check, and then Simo, you would DM me your roll.
Deception or persuasion?
Yeah, deception or persuasion.
I'm also gonna.
You don't have to disclose.
No, pile on.
I mean, I'm like listening to the conversation. So, all right, literally.
I mean, you asked the question.
I fully
Yeah.
believe Wyatt.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Not one. Jesus.
Yeah.
So sorry. What was the Peaches? It was the insight. Okay. So sorry. What was the question again? It was.
Have I ever
I
smuggled
believe
people?
that he
Has he ever smuggled people?
He said no to smuggling people.
Yeah. So you. I mean, you get a pretty certain idea that even though it was like a simple like no, it was like firm like it lands. Like
Do I believe you?
Do you believe me?
Insight.
I mean, I always fuck. Well, Meg's at my door.
This is all pre-recorded. All right. If you say you haven't, I'm inclined to believe you.
Yeah, and I know Ned. I've seen him before. I've worked with him before, so I think he might want to just, you know, try to tag me with Sambalette and his folk here. But well, honestly, I'm quite happy to be doing anything but that. It's not fun, let me tell you.
Did you know anything about the ship that he mentioned? That they mentioned?
I've only heard a couple of rumors here and there. I knew of it, but I'd never seen it myself.
The ship exists. It's real. The rumors are true. I myself have never seen it, but I can assure you the rumors are true.
Could that be what's causing the black water?
That I don't know. I don't know that much. I do know that the ship is real. It is out there. That's as much as I know. You know, hearing rumors, working on the docks, you know, you hear things. People tell me things. The ship exists. It's out there. That's all. That's as much as I know.
Okay.
Feyorn, I just want to jump to you because you haven't said anything in a while.
I was thinking of something to say, but it's just more of like breaking the ice. What race is the erotic? What race is?
The fairy born?
Jesus fuck.
No,
It is-
I need the info for later.
Oh, yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do.
I need it for later for further research.
It's
For
actually
further
got
research.
it's a
Languages
pretty
are there.
thick book. It's got chapters for different, so it's got like
Okay, perfect.
wood elves and it's got dwarves and
Oh my god.
It's a whole encyclopedia. What is it written in?
it's all common. It's all common.
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna sell this to somebody
It's
later.
Britannia's hub.
Yeah, you're gonna sell it. Sell it. Get rid of it.
I'm gonna
Get
sell
rid of
yeah,
it.
I'll have to look it up online first.
Yeah, just take it home first so you can put it on eBay, stash it away so nobody gets it until you sell it.
No, sorry. My question was the other book, or sorry, the note.
Yep.
Is that Morse code, or like there's no Morse code back then, right? Like, is that
Well, it like yeah, I'll say that you can it's some sort of code, like some sort of yeah.
and I wouldn't. Can I have a attempt at trying to figure it
Give
out?
me an intelligence check.
I'm so intelligent.
I believe it.
Okay.
Is that a cigar cutter?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's a big
4.
cigar guy.
Wait,
Mhm.
actually?
No.
I got this at a wedding one time. Okay, you're dumbfounded. In fact, you spend a little bit too long staring at this note, and people are starting to notice.
What you got there, Feyorn? You said that, and my brain went, "Oh yeah, the people in the market around us are looking at us." I'm like, wait a second, we're not in the market.
Kind of a market.
It's just a note that was in the back of this book. Yeah.
Can I take a look?
Sure. And I'll turn it around like the map and Sea of Thieves.
Feyorn,
I'm kidding.
Feyorn, do you have your languages? Oh, you do. Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Okay, so you turn the note around, and the first thing noticed by any of you, so you'll see the dashes and dots and whatever. Grix, you can actually see that the two languages that are at the top is actually Goblin and Common.
Ooh.
So it's a translation from Goblin to Common of just like basic command words. So like again, stop, go, lift, stuff like that.
Knowing Goblin actually came in handy for once.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Sambalet's
crazy.
got Duolingo for this hobgoblin.
Okay.
And
So-
I'll just relay that information to everybody. That it's just simple commands in Goblinese.
Well, wait, the blanks are Goblin? Is that what you're saying?
No. There's the top
Oh.
half that has like the Goblin commands, and then the bottom
I
half
see.
has the dashes.
Okay.
Top part, it's all in Goblinese.
Does it say anything?
Simple commands, and I'll I'll translate for the gang.
Okay.
Does anybody recognize? Sorry.
Sorry, I was going to say Sandballet pipes up and he says, I was using that for... Well, I was trying to be accommodating to some of the hobgoblins that weren't quite as well versed.
I forgot you were here.
It's okay. In fact, I wish you would keep doing that. And
What
I
is-
could
Nah.
just...
What is?
I'm gonna-
What is the, oh,
But no, you started.
what does this other note say? What are these? These
That's-
symbols.
That's for the sea ghost. We have a bullseye lantern that we use to communicate with them.
In the clean window.
In the clean window, exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Knew it was for something.
I'm just going to give you insight right now for putting that one together. I don't know if you already have it or not, but you can
mean
take that.
inspiration?
Inspiration?
Yeah, take some insight on that one.
Upon mentioning of hobgoblins, I'm gonna point my dagger at Sandballet. Where did you find these hobgoblins?
They found me.
Were they all together?
Well, there was only 2 of them. Some would come and go to visit because apparently they were all friends. But they were helpful, and I gave them a place to stay and food.
Where do they come from? Do you know?
Why would I know that?
Are you lying to me right now?
No. They came to help.
They came to help you.
Yes, because I provide. It's like a work arrangement. Have you ever done work for somebody where they pay you? It's like the same thing, but bartering. They did the work, and I gave them food and
Know
shelter.
them?
So you never
didn't
asked
ask
where they
them a
came from or
single
where
thing?
they went.
That's not
Okay.
very friendly.
Grix, I believe I heard your name. Where did you come from?
That's not important right now.
Exactly, and what do you think they answered when I asked them?
Can't
Maybe
say.
you're
I'm
just a
not
bad
them.
manager.
Sorry, I'm just... Sorry. Okay, we're
Is
good.
it someone from work?
Hidden Trails to Sandballet speaking.
I'm going to rename him Summer.
So you mentioned now. Yo, I'm in D&D right now. Hold on.
I did, actually. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I got lost there.
You never asked any questions on where they came from. Not at all. None.
I did. Just like I just asked you.
And
they're
they didn't answer you.
It seems to me, and perhaps I'm getting this wrong, it seems to me that they are protective of where they live. They don't want anybody to know. It's a secret. Caves, forests, underground, above ground. It's all secrecy.
I'm having a really hard time believing him. Can I would like to.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm very skeptical right now.
Yeah.
Insight, right?
Yes.
I keep wanting to offer guidance, and I keep realizing I don't have it.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. He's telling the truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Yes, he is. As far as you're concerned.
I'm gonna squint my eyes at him. All right. I'll believe you just one time, and I'll resheath my dagger. Actually, I'll just lower my dagger.
All right. What do you know about what's behind that door?
Well, I've been very cautious. It seems like there's some sort of undead. I don't think anything else would really hold up the amount of time that they've been in there. And I don't suspect... No, I haven't been in there. I don't suspect that they would come out or be able to make it their way out. Somebody put that bar on the door, and it wasn't me.
So how long have you and your little posse been here in this mansion?
Maybe half a year.
So you're telling us right now you've been here for half a year and you've never even once tried to get into that door.
No, we have. But Well, the first month wasn't so pleasant as we were being convinced of what we have to do for the sea ghost. They left somebody behind.
Who?
Well, names were not exactly their strong suit. They just...
Was it a prisoner? Was it a co-worker? Were they a human, a dwarf, a bird?
They were
Goblin.
a convincer.
I didn't want to be offensive. A convincer. Like,
Yes. They
what the hell does
And-
that mean?
they convinced us that we have to do what they say.
And where's this person now? Or this being?
Back on the ship, I would imagine.
So they dropped this being off, left them with you. They left. They came back, picked it back up. Is that? Am I hearing this correctly?
Yes.
Milo,
With
does this make any
convincer.
sense to you at all? Wyatt, what about you? This doesn't make any damn sense to me.
It's how these things work. Even when I worked, there was somebody I spoke to, but it didn't have a name. Somebody I worked for didn't have a name. Just the way it is.
Did they have a face?
They worked through somebody who did have a face, but didn't have a name. Who then worked for somebody else who didn't have a name. So
So
This is
what did
confusing.
this person do while they were here and while they were waiting to get picked back up from the sea ghost?
I'd rather not go into details.
Well, I'd rather you do. Considering your current circumstance.
Kind of have the advantage here.
Fine. They tied us up one by one and started to bleed us out.
Ooh.
Oh. Is that upsetting?
They didn't do a very good job.
Oh. Well, he also had access to a kit of vials. I can still taste the poisons. And the days just seemed to roll by. He could have been here for 6 months, for all I knew, and the only reason I knew it was a month, because that was their schedule. That's when they came back.
But you just said you couldn't really keep track of time, so how can you keep track of a month?
Because that's their schedule. They came back to retrieve him, and by that point we were well convinced that we were staying.
What
So-
did the convincer look like?
Well, unfortunately, they looked like something new every day.
Oh,
what do you mean something new?
Well, when they arrived, it was an 8-foot tall orc. Intimidating. And then the next day, it was a gnome. Just as strong. And then the next day, it was an elf.
Did you ever see this person change, or
No,
would they leave
They
the room and then come back like a gnome or whatever?
that's right.
Where would they leave to?
One of the rooms. I mean, we were relegated. We were stuck in the basement.
Well, considering out of the 6 of us, only one of us has successfully, according to you, been into that other room, you're going to lead the way. Does anybody have an issue with that?
I wonder if that's where that person slept in that bed. You know, the junk room? the bed had been used.
Oh, let me clear
Also,
your
was
mind of
there
that.
anything-
That was us.
Oh, that makes sense. Was there anything distinct about them that followed over with every shape or with every form? A tattoo or a marking of any kind? Scars or
Hair,
anything?
eyes.
His strength stayed the same.
But like a physical thing.
I don't think that if you were there, you would think to look for those things.
Well, probably not. I agree. I don't know what I would do in that situation. That sounds horrible, and I'm very sorry that you did have to go through that. You shouldn't have had to deal with that. But that's not going to help us in this moment. To maybe try and get you your vengeance.
I am not going to seek that out. In fact, I have considered my options. I thought about, well, the best option would be to get away, go somewhere nice. Then, the other option is, well, I don't know, trying to keep this charade up and helping them. That won't work. So, maybe being in a prison for murdering children that I didn't murder isn't actually that bad.
It's good protection. 3 meals a day. A place to sleep every night.
Starting to sound better.
I don't know if you're gonna get off that easy,
Could I go to
Sambalet.
prison? Well,
Although I genuinely wish you the best. I don't think you'll be.
if he didn't kill the children, though, he still committed atrocities here. He would still go to jail for that. We just can't prove.
Yeah,
If
sure.
we could find proof of what actually killed the children.
Yeah, and I'd bet my bottom dollar that he wouldn't last 2 nights in there.
No, that's a good point.
If this goddamn thing is changing left and right, what makes you think it can't change to a guard, slit his throat, and then pop on out?
Yeah. Who's to say it isn't one of us? I meant that mostly as a joke.
Yeah,
You don't
Milo
have to worry. This is
Milo
the only
knows that as strange.
Sambalet,
one of the only forums I've had.
Yes.
if we were to stay here, would the sea ghosts be coming to this shore? Would they be expecting you to be here? And several others?
Well, can I see? And he points to you, Feyorn, with the paper. You're muted.
Muted. Yep. I'll walk up to him and show him the paper.
He says, this is how it works. They stay maybe half a mile off of the shore. And this first signal, and he taps the paper, is sent by the ship, asking if everything's clear. If we don't send anything, or if we send the wrong thing, they leave. Then we move to the second. We tell them that it's all clear. And then the third, they tell us that they're going to send a ship, and we send our own. And we row this boat out to them to collect their goods, and they row one into shore at the same time.
Also, they actually come right here.
They stay that half a mile off, but they send a crew, and we send ours, and we just go back and forth until everything's here.
Is that happening right now?
It will be in about a week.
A week?
And you... Sorry, go ahead.
No. So
You were planning to leave. What happens if there's no response?
I'm sure that a bounty goes on my head. And they take off. They've never had to leave. We always do it correctly because, well, we were told what would happen if they came back. And it's not great.
Can I just get one thing clear out of character?
Sure.
They row the boat to the sea ghost.
So it's
Halfway.
Signal from the sea ghost, signal from land, signal from the sea ghost, and then they send ships the whole distance. They send boats, rowboats, back and forth collecting goods.
I see.
Is that what is? So that's the kind of ship that's like kind of shored up right now. It's a rowboat.
Yes.
I see.
So, Sambalet, do they always bring people? Or is it sometime?
It started with none. But it's gotten worse. It's more and more each time.
And where do you put these people? What happens next? You've got people tied up in a corner. What happens next?
We stay downstairs. They go upstairs. And then by the time they're finished, everything is gone. The only thing that's left is crates and barrels that we just wait for somebody to pick up. But the people, the humans, the elves, and he looks to you, Feyorn, the furbolgs, and everything else, they're all gone by the time we get upstairs.
Are you sure they're not in the barrels and crates?
Sorry, say that again?
I said, are you sure they're not in the barrels and crates?
I suppose that's a good point. I sincerely doubt that, as they come separately. I don't know why they would bring the goods and the people separately. They have no fear. Once the coast is clear, they have no fear.
I have one more question for you, Mr. Sambalet. Do you think if we were to, the lot of us, imitate, if we were to try to give them the illusion that everything here was as right as rain, clean up some of these dead bodies, put things back in order, do you think they would buy it? Will they buy us as fugitives, as criminals?
You would just have to put on the headbands. My crew is constantly changing, so they wouldn't question it.
Interesting.
Well,
Why?
then I think the job's not done here, folks.
Shouldn't we get the council involved in this? Shouldn't they be aware of what's going on at least a little bit?
Yeah, we've got a couple of days to figure things out, but I don't think the job's done quite at all. First, we got to check out that room, and second, if we have an opportunity to put an end to this little sea ghost, I think it's an opportunity the council will be quite happy with, especially since that's what they kind of sent us here to do.
Sorry, I need 2 minutes. My kid is just looking for his soother. Give me 2 minutes.
Take your 2 minutes, brother.
What
much-
did I miss while I was away?
pretty
What was
much.
the question?
Milo.
You missed pretty much everything.
No.
It was a massive
I didn't
lore
know
dump.
you were gone.
It was a massive lore dump, and you missed a lot.
I was barely taking notes. I was so involved in the actual.
Wait, when did you
Things
leave?
like
Did you get what was
Right?
on the piece of paper?
Yeah, I was
okay.
only on for like 2 seconds, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I honestly don't think you missed. I don't think you missed anything.
So
Why
I'm
it was?
wondering, are we? So this is
Let-
this is kind of what's going through Milo's head. I'll say this out of character. That like I don't know if this question was asked, and if I missed it. If the sea ghost, right? Yeah, the sea ghost. If the sea ghost knows this guy's crew,
That's
And-
a fantastic
asked that.
question, Milo.
No, he doesn't.
he
Go ahead.
doesn't.
Go ahead,
The sea
Wyatt.
ghost doesn't.
Oh, Wyatt wanted to do it in character. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Wyatt.
Yeah, it's
I'm
all
so
good.
sorry.
You ruined it. I don't want
Well,
to do it anymore. I don't want to do
I'm
it
sorry.
anymore.
Tanner was doing it out of character, and I wasn't sure. I didn't know you were gonna do it in character. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm
I mean, we
sorry.
would be asking the dickhead anyways, and Frank's gone, so.
We
No,
just
because
did.
we answered all that, and I was gonna talk to you in character, but it's too late now.
Yeah,
still
I
can.
covered it. I didn't realize.
Oh,
I
I
didn't
on
see
realize
what
screen,
you
you're
were
right?
in
saying.
character.
You're saying that's a fantastic question in character to me, when I thought you were just saying that's a good question in general.
That's why I got confused with that too. So
I already
that's
asked him
on me.
that.
If it
I already
wasn't
asked him
Ethan ruining it, it would have been me.
Pretty much what he said was his crew changes all the time, and I asked the question I asked is, would they notice if we cleaned everything up and like tried to do the operation as like regular? Would they notice a difference? And he's like,
Mhm.
if you execute it, like they wouldn't be able to tell. Like, if you do it and you just shut up and do it, like you could do it.
Okay.
My bad, Simo.
It's all good.
Milo,
You're
like,
good.
The second Frank got up, it just like I dropped the act, and I'm just shooting the shit.
I just thought that once he left, we could have still kept RPing. So it doesn't make a difference.
Now that I know if that's what we want to do, we can do that.
Yeah,
I'm totally okay
We
with
don't,
that.
we don't need Frank. Yeah.
Yeah, because he said 2 minutes, so I thought we could.
So
just,
what if
you know.
what if I pull Wyatt aside and
Why would you need to pull him aside though? Technically, you were there the entire time.
pull Wyatt aside so that way I don't have to talk to fucking Seagram, so Seagram can't hear us. Sambalette.
Who the fuck is Seagram?
Sambalette?
Summer teeth.
Hey,
Because maybe we don't want to let Sambalette know what's going on. And I'll pull Wyatt aside and ask him.
You can do it.
Do you? This is what I'm thinking, just based off of the conversation that you've had with Sambalette. We can use him to figure out what's going on with the Sea Ghost and infiltrate. We'll have to play a part, which makes me uncomfortable, but between you and Sambalette, with your smuggling background and him leading this operation here, I think we would be relatively successful in blending in as his crew, infiltrating the Sea Ghost, and seeing what happenings are going on there. Is that what you had in mind?
Well, listen, Milo. We've got about 7-8 days to prepare for
Yeah.
this. We have some time to maybe send a runner back to the council, give him some information, give him maybe Ned's head. I don't know. But we need Sambalette for the guys. We need him.
Yes.
We need him. Maybe if some of the council guards are interested in playing a part, they could help us out too. Maybe make the numbers look a little bit more bolstered here, right? I was also thinking, if we do decide to pull this off, we do need somebody on the outside of the mansion having a look at where these people fucking go. Where do they go? If Sambalette's got no clue where these people are being dropped off to, we need somebody to tail them somehow, some way. Maybe I don't know. Could Feyorn turn into a bird or something? I don't know what druids do these days.
True.
He could be a vulture, perch up on the mansion and just hang out.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page kind of with what we were going to do with Sambalette here, especially before we leave. I think like you said, we definitely have time to...
Sorry to interrupt, Milo, but we got to know what's behind the door. That's all.
100%.
We got to know what's behind there too.
Exactly. I'm right there with you. We're not going to have, I don't know how much time we'll have away from Sambalette to have this conversation to make sure, we're on the same page with what we're doing with the Sea Ghost. I'm also to maybe incentivize Sanballet to go along with this, because if he was caught, he'd probably be killed. But this can be his second chance.
You know, Milo, I have some bad news for you. And this is what I was kind of anticipating. If we do get Sanballet involved, well, first of all, maybe the council decides to exonerate him. But that's not even the worst of it. I'd probably say the worst of it is we give him his earring back. If he's got to play the part, he's got to have a little bit of magic in his fingers.
I agree, by the way.
No, we're away. We're away from the group.
There's yeah. They
Oh,
said
yeah.
you tried to have
Oh,
it.
you said, okay.
You're right.
You shut the fuck up.
Listen. We got about 8 days to figure things out.
Yeah.
Let's table it for now, but I think we're on the same wagon here.
Yep. I agree.
All right, Mr. Sanballet. I think we're gonna try to do this thing, maybe, but you know, we got some time. We got to figure some things out. So, you don't mind if we tie you up a little bit, do you?
Well, according to
I
that
promise
book that
we
he
won't
had,
gut you.
Probably doesn't mind.
Scout's honor. I won't gut you.
She's right. I don't mind. In fact, here you go.
Now, Sample, I can't promise Grix won't gut you, but I can promise that I won't gut you.
Whoa.
Hey,
Who said
whoa.
I was gonna gut him.
What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, when have I been known to gut anybody?
I'll kind
That's the
of
only- he only
lean
wanted to-
over
Say
and
that
point at the
shouldn't be-
hobgoblin.
That's different. He wanted to stab his
Those were
eyes
his
out.
eyes, 'cause he
Thank
was
Right,
you.
not-
right. That-
Thank you, Mr. Sanballet. Thank you.
That's a big
First off,
difference.
First
Right.
person to actually stand up for my actions. Thank
Hey.
you.
I stood up for you with the gobbly boo.
I'm gonna, nod my head to him. You're right. Thank you, Wyatt. My bad.
I'm gonna retcon a little bit, and when they walked aside to have that conversation, I pull Feyorn aside and say, "Hey, can you read some of that book?"
Wait, what book?
Yeah, while they're all separated, and Grix will just be like twiddling his thumbs just because he's alone and he just wants
Come listen to
be
this.
a part of doing something.
He's gonna read us some sexy stories.
Oh.
That's what I was wondering.
Feyorn, can you read the goblin section for me, please?
It's an anthology. It's a bangthology.
Oh god.
There it is.
Why do you have these books, Summer Teeth? That's what I'm calling you now. You got Summer Teeth, so.
But it's fine. So I understand. Well, if I'm being honest, it can get a little lonely.
No, not but the other books.
Oh, I knew that. No, that's what I meant too. History makes me feel like I have old friends that are with me. That's what I meant. It's just for light reading, honestly.
Were these the next places you were planning to go? Well, was the one the next place you were planning to go?
No, it's really just well, they're a big trading partner, as I'm sure all of you know. You would know
I
this.
don't know anything. Do
Oh.
I? Would I?
There's in fact a quartermaster in Saltmarsh that trades goods that you can shop at from IOs. So I was, it can't hurt to know about a place if you're potentially going to be dealing with them.
Feyorn, can I have that book? Just to borrow. I'll give
which
it back.
one?
About
Which one?
Ios?
Oh. And I'll hand it over.
The land of Ios. Oh,
The
thank you.
land of Ios. I also have the naval almanac as well.
Almanac.
Almanac, sorry. I'm very
It's
good at
basically like
pronouncing
Dummy's Guide to Sailing.
Encyclopedia.
No, I'm keeping it.
But yeah, brother.
Feyorn has some experience with sailing.
I'll give this back. I just want to read through it or flip through it a bit. Are there any pictures in the book?
In the I use book?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Like a National Geographic?
Roll for it. Make a roll for it. Please make a roll for it.
To look for pictures?
Yes!
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say because I want to make sure that everybody's on the same page here. So, IUs is actually like kind of like a nation that calls itself IUs, but IUs itself is actually a demigod, and so it's kind of like this nation is like named after the demigod. And there are some pictures to answer your question, to give you the short answer, and it's mostly pictures about like kind of like the hierarchy and like the different minions that are within IUs.
Gotcha. I'm not looking like super hard at it. I just wanted to see if there were pictures to help Peaches along as she reads it.
Sure. And there definitely are.
Cool. And then I'll just kind of put it in my bag. I promise I will give this back if you need it. I just want to look through it. I want to learn more.
I don't need it.
Okay.
Well,
All right, well let's get cracking. I'm gonna just start tying up Tambolet's hands.
How long has it been since we started our day?
Probably good 24 hours.
It's been, well, it would have been, well, it's been at least 8 hours since you woke up.
Cool. So it could be time for long rest.
Yeah, in theory it could be, but I want to give you an actual answer here. So like an hour. It's we'll call it 8 hours.
Cool. Well, I think we could camp here for the night. Since they're not expecting us back for a couple of days. Sorry about that.
Should we
Sure,
use the
let's
beds inside?
yeah, let's tie them up and let's discuss our options.
Because I'm fairly tired.
I wouldn't
somewhat
mind.
tired.
I wouldn't mind camping up right here. The sound of the waves crashing would put
It
me
is
right
quite
to
nice.
sleep.
Mhm.
Nice little sea breeze, the smell of the salt water, and I'll just take a deep breath. And,
There's not many places for ambush to come in.
just do.
Can I tie him up?
Yeah. So you and Grix both do it. He wanted to help out. He is so willing. I'm not going to make you roll on like the things. He just lets you do it.
Actually, can I use one of my pittons to like pin his arms up on the wall, like to have it like put the piton in the wall and then have the rope like latched on it, so that way it's like his hands are above his head, not just like tied up in front of him.
Oh well,
Put another one in his mouth like a bit for a horse.
Oh,
Well, maybe not that much.
Oh.
I'm not, but listen, I don't know about all that nonsense. But
okay.
I don't want to kink
I'll try to
shame,
stop Grix. I don't think we should. We got beds in there. Let's just take him over there. You can do whatever you want there, but I'm not.
You think he deserves a bed after what he's done?
Well, I'm not.
He smuggled people.
I'm
He
not.
can sleep in the
I'm not
hole.
camping here, and I want him in the same room as me. So let's take him to that spot. I'm not camping here.
I think this might be the best way to keep him secure.
I disagree.
We could
I
do
would
the
rather
same
him
thing
be with
in
us
that
as
room.
well. Yeah, we can figure out a way to secure him elsewhere.
Okay.
Unless
You guys say so.
Put them right in that little storage room that we came out of.
I think we should tie him up somewhere and
Yeah.
not just.
Yeah, agreed.
Agreed.
Why don't we tie him to a bed? We can just tie him to a bed.
Let's do it.
I feel like that would be too much for him to handle.
And if
That's
that's,
not
the
our problem.
case, Feyorn, do you mind giving me a hand? And I'll walk over to Ned and whether Feyorn gives me a hand or not, I will start
Oh, I'll
dragging
help.
his dead body like towards the boat, and I want to put both Ned and the hobgoblin just like in the boat.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop them from that. So we're gonna need that boat. Because we're gonna need to row out there if we're gonna be here to kind of deal with everything.
Sure. Well, we have a week's time, and they shouldn't just be dead here in the sand.
Why don't we stuff them in barrels?
We could go put them with their other fallen allies.
In the beds in the same room as
No,
us.
not in the beds. We're gonna move them out of the beds and use the beds to sleep in. Come on, use your head. But we could put them all together. We've already got bodies. Why would we bring these ones here and leave those ones there? Let's just put them all together. We'll get rid of them all at once.
Sure.
Wait,
Well-
you're referring? Yeah, because they have beds.
We could always just make a pile of them on the beach here and burn the bodies.
We're in a cave.
There's an opening right there.
It would
And I'll point towards
back
the
in with
coast.
the breeze coming in.
Okay, we shut the door.
It would also be relatively suspicious. Unless Sanballet, do you guys often start bonfires down here on the beach?
No, in fact, I didn't want to say anything, and if I'm being honest, because I didn't want to upset the goblin in case he wanted to stab me in my face
Don't
again.
call him that.
Oh, right, Grix, my fault.
I have a name. Please use it.
Yes. That probably wouldn't be a great idea because we would, of course, bring suspicion.
Question.
Yeah.
If I look out from from this like secluded like enclave here,
Yes.
can I see lights from Saltmarsh at all?
No. This points directly out at the open sea.
So it's dark out,
Mhm.
and we can't see
Well,
Saltmarsh.
It's not dark. You're still looking at like midday.
Oh.
It's just been 8 hours.
Oh.
But I mean, I'm gonna just say this because you would know this. Boats go on that sea, so
Okay.
yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough.
We got like a week. Let's just take the bodies, deal with it later.
Yeah. Okay.
Set them all aside for now. We also got the bodies of those adventurers.
I'll pick up the.
What happened to
hobgoblin.
them?
What?
Oh.
Avengers?
Who killed them? The adventurers.
Yes, well, we don't really go in there anymore.
What?
They've been there a little bit longer than they might be letting on.
What does that mean?
Well,
I mean that they're letting on.
let's say they were in the bodies. It's a little bit cold in there, which I'm sure is preserving them. Let's just say they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Right in the middle of a delivery.
So you killed them.
I don't think you're understanding. We meant when we said we didn't kill anybody. In fact, you were the first time we actually drew our bows. I'm sorry about that, by the way.
The Sea Ghost crew killed them.
Yes.
Well, if that room is cold, we could put these bodies in there and then decide a little bit later what to do with them. It'll preserve them for the time being. They're out of the way.
We still have like 4 bodies to deal with. Let's just put them all together, and maybe in the morning we can
Okay.
figure something out.
In that room. There's 4 bodies
Sure.
up there, 2 here. We might as well just bring them all towards the same location.
I think you
we're
guys
all
are.
on the same page.
Yeah, you're all suggesting the same thing.
We'll put all the bodies together, and in that room is together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that
Bodies
cold
hit the
room.
flow.
Okay. So you're
I'll grab
taking.
Ned's
I'll
declassified.
Okay, I'll drag him up. I'm not gonna
I'll
make you.
I'll grab the hobgoblin.
Okay.
I
I'm
won't
just-
grab any of them.
Just walk with
Okay.
Sambalet.
I can't.
Okay.
Too heavy for me.
All right. He kind of hobbles along with you guys.
Is
we've
this
been in that
is this
deep.
area sand, by the way?
That area is. Let me give you the exact what that area is.
Oh, God. I
That.
forgot they were in here on the actual beds, and I walked in and went, "Oh God, there's so many."
Yeah, it's just like a natural cavern.
Let's put them in the cold room. Oh, we went into this room here, right?
No.
Top one or north.
Oh. Hey, Summer Teeth, what's in this room?
That's my room. I mean, feel
It's my
free to
room now.
pillage it if you'd like. The lantern should be in there.
I cast light.
Okay.
Instead of searching for a lantern.
Okay, so you do find the bullseye lantern, and given that it's kind of like open, and I'll say that he just kind of like just tells you where everything is. Let me see here. So you see a small empty bookshelf. You see there is a pretty fancy looking floor length oilskin coat that looks pretty nice. It's inside of a open wardrobe. Let me just see here.
Are
And
we talking like Spike from Buffy kind of length, or
like floor length, like
okay?
Like-
Okay.
it would be fit for Sanballat, who's a little bit shorter. And then lastly, there is like a side table next to the bed that actually has his spell book in it.
Ooh.
I think we'll be taking that. Are you a wizard of some kind?
Well, I was hoping that would be made clear, but I suppose I didn't really get much off. So, yes.
Not without that book, at least.
Well, I read what I needed to read this morning. So,
Well, I meant the erotica. You didn't
Oh.
get much off without that.
great. Great, I'm with you. Yes. Give me the inspiration back, by the way.
I did that to one of my players the other week. I was like, great, you get D-inspiration.
Hey, Peaches, can I take a look at that spell book?
Absolutely. Feel free.
Or I guess I don't know. I don't know if I would know about that or not.
No, she's out talking to him.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The,
Okay.
Well, yeah, the door's open. I'm like,
Yeah,
in and out
he's
of the room.
like over here with you.
Okay. Yeah, I wanna just take a quick glance over the spell book.
Sure. Actually, Meg, you can help me out with this one because from what I recall about wizard spell books, they are actually only discernible by wizards. Is that not the case?
I actually don't know. I've never played a wizard, but I know that sorcerers don't learn through like
Right.
actual learning and reading. They
Yes.
their magic is innate. So even if
Yeah.
he reads it, doesn't mean he's necessarily going to be able to use it.
Yeah, I know it's not terribly useful for anybody but a wizard, but I thought
don't
it
know,
was
though.
like, yeah. Either way, Grix, we'll say that as getting his cardio in. Grix, I'll say you can absolutely have the book, and you can see that there are several. There are 9 spells written into it.
Do I recognize any of these spells or no?
You have to give me like
It says-
maybe until next session whether or not you can actually read them. You
Yeah.
just know that it's a spell book.
It
I'm
says
okay.
only other
Another wizard,
wizards.
given time and study, could decipher another wizard's spell book, but
Yeah,
no one
so-
is going to just sit down and open
So
spell
it's
book.
indecipherable to me.
Yeah, you know that it's a wizard spell book. You just can't read it.
We could find someone to decipher it, though.
I'll hand it back to Peaches. Yeah, this is of no use for me.
Okay. So it's of use to anybody else? If not, I'm just going to put it in my pack. Alrighty. In the pack.
I mean, I would take it if you wanted to.
No.
Good one. If you're lucky, we'll let you have the erotica.
He doesn't even deserve that.
That's why I said if he's lucky.
He's not lucky. Look at him. Look at
Exactly.
where he's at.
He's not gonna get it. That's the point. All right.
I just want to try and get a 10, that's all.
Okay. So what
Are
now?
we good? Are we sleeping?
Yeah, could we say that we had not muddied up these extra beds here with the dead bodies,
Yeah.
and
They
we would
did
have put
that.
them in the room north of us?
Okay, sure. I'll
We'd
Yeah,
have
that's-
just put them up here.
Was the intention.
drop
I'm
them
gonna
all.
start moving these other bodies up there as well.
But ain't no bunch
Just
of
so that
giants
they're
living in that
all-
bed.
You know, up there.
Now, the 4 beds on the far left are pretty roughed up because of the explosion earlier. So these beds on the right-hand side would be good from basically this one onwards.
We'll take the 5 that were not bloodied. Wait, 5, 6?
Yeah.
5.
5.
Oh. And there's 6 of them.
Sambalette can sleep on the floor.
Or in the bloodied mattress.
Or in the sand. It's in
Is
his name.
there anything in here like that is secured to like the wall or something like that? Something that if we tied Sanbalette to it, he wouldn't be able to move.
Your best, yeah. So there's a couple of things you could use. So there's the cable that's attached, like you could
I was going to
rope it around that. You could, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could use the bar that's on the door to the right, or you could use the cage that's in the fireplace, which is now very much dying off.
Well, we're going to need that to cook.
Yeah, can I go up to the table and chairs, grab a chair, and attempt to smash it on the table to break up the chair for firewood? On, I guess, knowing that the fire's dying.
Sure, give me a strength
There's
check.
firewood next to the fire. I won't stop him if there is, but I just want to know.
No, there actually isn't. There actually isn't.
Okay.
Does a 10 break the chair?
So you see Grix pick up a chair, and it just kind of bounces off, hurts his hands a little bit.
I'll just like drop the chair. Can somebody
Oh, honey.
help me, please?
He's got that Tom and Jerry like wiggle, you know. He's like,
Oh my god. Does anybody have
yeah,
I'll
give
just,
Grix a
I'll
hand.
just
I'll give
look
Grix a hand.
around. Like, can anybody?
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
I'll give Grix a hand.
Okay, just for fun, give me both of you give me a strength check.
Ah, Jesus.
Normally I wouldn't make you do it, but I know you roll so poorly. I just gotta see. What is
I
it?
rolled a 7, dude.
You guys both grab onto the chair and you go to fucking slam. And it just bounces off the table and just flies across the room. Milo, you're looking at this thing like is that thing, what is that made out of? That can't be wood. That's not real.
It's a mimic.
Wyatt, can you help us out here, please?
no.
I think I can help.
Get
Please.
in there. Everybody rolls a strength check. All 3 of you
No.
grab this fucking chair.
No. I'm
What are
gonna
you
take
doing?
the chair. I'm just gonna put it in the fireplace.
Oh,
I'm not gonna break it. I'm just gonna throw it in there.
okay. It fits. Grix grabs another chair, smashes it over the table, and it just smashes to pieces. Somehow he musters it up.
Good job.
I did it.
Meanwhile,
We already got the fire going though.
yeah, the fire's starting to go again. So, what are you doing with Sanbalette here? Anyways, you guys haven't sorted that out. Where's he going?
In a bloody mattress.
In a bloody mattress.
Yeah, he can
Will-
sleep in a bloody mattress.
Will he not be? My fear is that he'll be able to move from just one of these beds here. We should probably tie him to something a bit more secure, so that way, you know, that the bar on the door, for example, that way.
I have these pittons. I
Oh,
suggested
sure.
it before, and Wyatt shot it down.
I
So
didn't.
Peyton, by the
I didn't
way-
shoot down. I shot down at the cove.
Just so you guys know, a pitten
Here.
is like a spike that has a loop through it. So there's like a metal ring through the center of the spike. So you can actually spike it and loop it right through the center of that.
So it looks like a metal candy key ring.
Farming, I think.
Actually, that's not a bad description. That's pretty close, but the ring is more like on the side of it, not on the top.
And maybe we don't hands above the head just because he'll be like that for hours. He's not a prisoner. We want him to.
Wait, hold on. He's not a prisoner, yet we're keeping him tied up and captive against his will.
In his own house.
Is Sambalet, is
In
this
his own
against your
house.
will?
Well, I suppose it's not anymore.
Allies.
So you want to be tied up, is what you're saying.
I think it's better than the alternative. I mean, I would love to go free, but if given the choice between anything but freedom, this isn't so bad.
Yeah, I say we use the pittance. If we put his hands above his head, it restricts any potential movement or any filibustering or tinkering or trying to sneak away. That's all I'm worried. I don't want him to try to get away from this.
Why can't I just have my
Like
hands
he's a gurney
in front of me?
to the side.
No.
Okay. Torturous thing.
I
Who
think
said anything about torture?
Oh, would you like to hold your hands above
He
your
said a
head
lot.
I have.
for a day?
More than that.
Oh. And did you enjoy it?
No.
Torturous little thing.
Well, it's kind of deserved for what you've done.
We could put another bed on top of him so that it's like extra weight. Sandwich him in between.
I feel like that's almost worse because that's causing him pain at that point. We're trying to avoid
Just
torture.
tie him down like he's on a gurney.
Can we?
Let's starfish him. Starfish him. Just
Put
let's
his
just
hands
starfish
behind
him.
his back.
Let's just starfish
Yeah,
him.
this-
How about we
this-
starfish him?
That could work.
This is your first time working together, isn't it?
Listen. No one asked for your input.
I'll bet your group doesn't even have a name yet, does it?
We're gonna starfish him.
For the starfishers.
I think you guys have been getting too much inspiration from that erotica book you've been reading.
I haven't
Maybe.
actually read it.
What are we doing?
All right. On a bed, we'll time down to a bed. Over under.
Thank you, by the way.
Yeah, let's just get this done.
And he just like hops into the bed.
Not that bad.
He hops into the next one.
Not that
One
one.
of like the
One with blood.
one of the ones at the end with like.
Okay.
There you
blood.
go. That's better. That's what I like to see.
Lovely. Unnecessary, but lovely.
There's only 5 clean beds.
There's 6, but... Oh wait, no, you're right. There's 5.
Because the other 2 exploded.
Fine.
Sorry about that.
All right. Do me
A
in.
bed and a pillow.
And he just kind of like lays back and waits for you to
I'll
land.
I'll help.
I'll go rub
I'll help Milo.
Okay.
Okay.
And again, he's super willing, so you guys get the job done pretty easily. Well, you've got some time to kill. Unless you're midday sleepers. I'll just stay here, I suppose.
Oh, we'll be around.
So,
I don't imagine everyone's feeling up for seeing what's behind that door just yet.
I don't even think we can open it. If he couldn't
No,
open
not
it in
until we
6
sleep.
months.
oh no, the problem isn't that you can't open it. It's that you probably shouldn't.
Have you opened it?
No. We just got the sense that we should be as prepared as possible before we do.
How did you learn what's behind it if you haven't opened it?
Well, because they bang on the door every once in a while. And again, I have to assume that it's undead, right? What else could it be?
It's just like
I'm-
a tree that's like banging with the wind.
Oh no, it moves. It moves around.
You've
Or-
been here for half a year and you've still never even ventured into that room.
No, there was other things to study, other things to look at, take in, see if we could get some clues as to what might be in there.
Are there any peepholes?
Not that I've found, and we've looked.
Is there a keyhole?
Nope.
I'm gonna inspect the door and just see if there's anything specific about it.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Ah! Bastard. Haha.
Fuck.
Guys, I found the door.
So yeah, you could look at it. You can see the bar is clearly bent in a bit your direction. It's a pretty solid bar though, so it's not like on the brink of breaking or anything like that. And as you're kind of inspecting it, looking over the door, you just hear this big bang against the door, and then some like scratches along the wall beside it, leading away from the door.
I'm gonna bang back and say, I shut it.
And then you just hear this like scrambled like bang 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 scratches on the door, and the door starts to like shake and rattle.
Yeah,
I don't respond.
I think we tabled that for today. We got bigger fish to fry before the day ends.
True. I just wanted to see if I could get a peek.
Oh, that's a great idea, Wyatt. And I'm gonna just leave the room.
I know exactly what he's doing. I know exactly what he's
Got
doing.
bigger fish to fry. He's gonna go have himself a big cookout. You know
also said,
what?
Let's table this.
I don't know. I don't care. It's fine. Let's discuss. Because we have some daylight and we can still use it, I think.
Check out the attic.
Frank. Thanks, Frank.
How long before the thing calms down?
It takes a good minute. Like while Wyatt's talking, like it's still like bang bang bang.
I won't do that again. I'm used to dealing with the dwarves. It just force a habit. Sorry, guys.
It's all good.
The dwarves, as in the miners.
You know very well that she works there.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
I
In
think I've still
What
got
do
some
you-
pastries if anyone wants. Sorry, what?
yeah. Speaking of, I'll actually pull out. I don't remember what I had before. Apple turnover or something, and snack while I ask Wyatt, "What do you suggest we do with the rest of our day?"
I'll grab a seat at the table and kind of lean back. Well, for one thing, eventually someone's gonna have to go back to Saltmarsh, and that means we got to split the group. What's the point of leaving Sambalet here alone? I nominate myself. Go talk to Anders. Seems like I built a little bit of rapport with him already. Why not keep that going? He's the one that we got to report to anyway.
Are you planning on bringing Sanballat back alone?
I'm not
Are you
bringing
not even
Sambalet at all.
Didn't we bring him back?
Yeah, and then bring him back again. What's the point? We need him we need him for the
We don't need him.
seagulls.
Happening.
No, we don't. We know.
What is
We
happening?
know the signals.
Yeah, and what's gonna happen when they don't see Mr. Sambalet helping side by side?
He already said that he never went on. He would send his crew out on the rowboat to go to this.
Yeah.
This.
And the sea ghosters come here and they see Sambalet, give him a friendly wave, give him a kiss on the cheek, and then they go do their thing upstairs.
They killed their adventurers there.
So we need Sambalet to be sea ghosters.
I agree
You
with
really
that.
think
If that is
Anders
the path
will-
that we plan?
You really think Anders and the rest of the council will allow that? Will allow him to still be here and not face justice?
Well, what did you think I was getting at? I got a little bit of rapport with Mr. Anders. I'm sure I can be quite convincing.
Well, last I checked, Feyorn. Sorry, Feyorn.
Fearborn.
Yeah. Feyorn could disguise himself as Sanballet. So there really
I might
isn't
also
any
be able
need.
to do that.
Yeah, so like there's really no reason to keep him here.
How tall is Sanballat?
Like 5'7".
Oh, so like short.
How tall is Feyorn?
Like 6 foot. Yeah.
Also tall.
Here's the
Please.
problem.
Good.
Not bad at all. Okay.
Down up to 2 feet.
There's a flaw in your plan, and that big flaw is: am I going to carry a fugitive right through the streets of Saltmarsh?
You make an excellent point.
I could carry him over the streets of Saltmarsh.
Yeah, and then it's,
But
oh, it's a bird, it's
I
a
agree
plane,
that we
it's a
do need him
fugitive
here.
escaping jail.
I agree that we need him here for the time being.
I agree. Let
Okay.
me, maybe Milo, will go deal with Mr. Anders, come back, lickety split before the night ends, so that we can figure out what's next. I figure, Milo, you'd want to go in case Anders brings Zeta all along or whatever, so you can talk to your people, I assume.
Yeah, I had also sent the other people helping Sanballat here to see Ida. So at the very least, I can check in on them and see what came of them.
I should have sent them with a message.
Now, Grix does bring up a point. We still need some evidence. Maybe we cut off a head. Heads are always the old-fashioned way.
Does that not make us murderers? to
What
the
if they're already
council?
dead?
Then what do you suggest? I bring a little chair back for him, have a seat, Anders, get nice and comfy. This chair is exclusively evil. No, we need a head.
I don't think we need a head. We could maybe bring back the note that Sanballat showed us or broke down for us. The note that kind of
Right.
shows the understandings of this place.
Right, and we could have wrote that note ourselves, especially with Goblinese being on it.
Yeah, but what do we have? Why are we lying to the council? We could have just not taken this mission at all. What would we gain from lying to the council? Especially when all of this can be and will be followed up on.
I don't think we need evidence if we're just telling them what the plan is. I think we just need to tell them, like, this is what we've experienced, you're going back to it, but this is what's going on.
Well, if you plan on bringing Anders here, or at
No,
least notifying. Okay.
He's not coming. He's not gonna.
He's a pussy. He wouldn't come here.
You shouldn't talk ill about the council.
Anyways, I think
Oh,
in
that's
case
ideal.
more evildoers, sorry, Sambalette, come back this way. We need more people here than we do on the road to Saltmarsh.
Apologizing.
I called him an evildoer.
Yeah,
And
so you stay put, Mojo Jojo, and
Me and Bubbles are gonna head over to Saltmarsh.
yeah, dude, you are fucking definitely Buttercup. And I'm definitely Bubbles, dude.
Who's Blossom?
Peaches.
Peaches for sure.
Feyorn is Professor X for sure.
Yeah.
Does that leave me as the mayor?
No, you're him.
Fair enough.
If you don't know who him is, you gotta look up him.
I feel like Sambalette would be him at this point.
Very true. That is very true.
He's already tied Starfish to a bed.
This reference got so deep that I am so lost. There's like
Grix
two
would
of
be the
you.
mayor.
I got lost with the him part.
I
me
got
too.
lost with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Google him from Powerpuff Girls.
Okay, we're come on.
Sorry. Well, we will Google it when we get back to Saltmarsh.
Oh my god.
Google.
The Google quartermaster.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of the best course of action. And again, even in kind of going back and filling Anders and the council in with the plan, I don't expect what we bring back to be enough to get us paid, unless, like you said, we bring back the head of something, which I guess maybe will be granted some sort of leeway in way of us getting rid of the problem that was here, like Anders said. But I think there's still more work to be done. We can fill in the council with what we have found, maybe we get paid, maybe we don't. Maybe they recognize the note, or maybe they've heard about the sea ghost. But I think there is still a few steps to be had before we eventually get our payouts and the mission is completed.
That's fine. I don't really care that much about that, but one of the main reasons why I want to go back to the council is in case they want to get some guards to help with the mission. I don't really care about nothing else. If we just have more convincing people here, it's going to be worth our while in case things go south. I don't think all of us can handle on these sea ghosters.
Well, if you go there and you pitch this and they say no because they need evidence, then you bring back a head.
Well, then I got to go there and back.
I'll go back. I can fly.
All right. Well, okay. In that case, who's coming with me?
I can.
Accompany you back as well.
Oh, Milo, even better.
All
I'll
right.
take Milo.
You guys, in the meantime,
I want to check out the attic.
that, or maybe figure out what's behind door number 2.
I'm not touching that one.
Not until we're all here and ready to go.
And
Alright, fine.
rested.
Peaches,
I
I
need
would
an info.
love if you could carry me up to the attic with you.
Oh, okay.
Man, more hands make less work.
Feyorn.
By the way, I come back and just start chopping up fish at the table. And
How?
because I went and caught fish. That's what I was doing.
Weird.
In,
Down at
in
the
the-
Coast.
beach.
yeah.
Can I ask for the fish heads?
I'm gonna throw you the biggest fish that I have, and just hope that you catch it. Because you
I want to try
asked-
to catch it.
Because you asked Feyorn before, because you wanted more guts and stuff. So he's just gonna toss you the biggest fish raw.
I want to try to catch the biggest.
Hey, give me a dex check, Mr. Grix, at disadvantage because your hands are still wobbly from the chair.
All right.
Oh,
It's a 2-foot fish, by the way.
It fucking slaps me in the face and knocks me out.
The same size as him.
Yeah,
death saves.
Starts like wriggling on the floor. He like pounces on it.
It's like those cats that have like the sea bass that moves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, what did you say, Wyatt?
Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
While these two are taking a peek upstairs, do you mind keeping an eye on Mr. Billette here?
Yep. Where are you guys going?
We're gonna go
Everyone?
talk to Anders. We're gonna try to convince them of our plan to become human smugglers. Undercover, of course.
Yeah, I can do that. Are you going right now? I was gonna make food.
Well,
We're going in the morning.
we won't be back long. We won't be gone long. So when we come back,
Okay.
maybe keep a couple for me and Milo in the cold cellar, and then cook it up for us when we get back. How about that?
I'll do that.
I
Or if you
appreciate
put the
you.
fire down to low and just leave it.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything you want from Saltmarsh, Feyorn? Favorite pastry shop or something?
Little Timmy's run.
Oh, Timmy's run.
Would you like a
Milo doesn't understand that reference.
Would you like
Yeah,
a
no,
salt
I was-
marshy and
I was
vanilla?
like that.
I'll salt marsh and vanilla. No, I think I'm good.
Okay. All right.
I want s'mores.
All right, Mr. Sambalette. We'll see you soon.
No.
And I'll kind of motion over to Milo and start.
Sorry, no.
Sorry, no.
Okay. Okay. So I'm actually gonna track with these two guys for a bit here. I know we're like a little bit over, but I'm going to just whatever. They go back. Okay, so it takes about an hour, by the way, to make your way back. But you do. If you
I say we brought the note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can retcon that.
if you need to have a conversation along the way, feel free. Otherwise, I'm going to bring you straight to Anders.
Oh man, I almost just like I want to for the sake of like we have an hour worth of time to RP, but also we're like
Yeah.
kind of like for the
Just do
sake of
it. Do
time.
it. Like whatever
No, you're
happens,
fine.
happens. Yeah,
No.
do it.
Yeah.
Whatever happens,
Um,
happens.
Yeah, if you got stuff to say, just
Yeah,
say.
if you got stuff to say, do it.
Speak it with your chest.
Don't. Yeah.
So I guess it's like having had conversations not necessarily go too great with Grix and Wyatt before. Milo is just like walking and just smuggling, huh?
Yeah. Listen, I'm definitely not proud of it, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I'm I mean, as you can tell, it definitely is not something that I'm fond of, but I understand having to do what you got to do. I get it. And are you done with that? Is that something that you're still looking to explore?
Let's just say I got everything I could out of smoke. It's time to move on to a new chapter. It wasn't good for me. It wasn't good for my mental. I know I keep a smile on my face most days. It was hard to do that while smuggling, so I'm definitely grateful to be on a different path. You know, I'm not from around here. I could tell you grew up here just by the way you walk, talk, and think. You Saltmarshians all kind of are on that same vibe, but I've only been here for about 6 months. I'm not from here. So for me, the fact that I can move on to something new in 6 months, that feels good to me.
And I mean that's something new is it's this, right? It's this new path is one that you and I and Peaches, Grix, Feyorn, that we all share. Is that the new path that you're headed down?
For now, that seems pretty good to me. You know, I thought, as silly as it may sound, I thought smuggling might be a good path. Believe me, I know it sounds weird, but then obviously it became not. So this is a good path for now. We'll see how it goes.
It was good until it wasn't good no more.
Yeah, still wasn't no good no more.
I mean, I've said it a few times now. I believe in, you know, everybody finding, you know, a better path and maybe, you know, the path of righteousness or benevolence or something of the sort. I can't imagine that's necessarily where you're headed, but I would hope that you wouldn't mind maybe sharing a bit of that outlook if we are going to be, again, sharing this path together. I'd be happy to, if you need it. You know, I mean, you're a grown-ass man. I don't need to teach you right from wrong, but I'd be happy to lend a hand or an ear or a shoulder should times get tough and you know, the bad thoughts win. Because I do think that this path that we're all about to embark on, it's going to be a bumpy one, and it's going to be, it won't be all rainbows and sunshine, but it's I do think it is one of benevolence, or can be. I do think what we are doing here is supposed to be for the greater good. And I would hate to taint it with, some of the things that we've kind of already done.
You sound just like councilman. Seems like you're fit to be up in one of those seats. Listen, I'll be honest with you, Milo. I'll do my best, but all I can say is there are many things outside of my control. I wish I could be that person you are trying to want me to be as a part of this group, but all I can say is my path, as I'm shifting from smuggling now to being an adventurer with y'all, it's not really within my control. I just do what I can, and I'll do my best for you. But that's all I can promise. I can't promise certainty.
That's all I can ask for, I guess. I mean, that's all anybody could ask for, is to just try. And I understand that, some people or some things, words cannot reach them alone. But I do believe that no matter how grotesque or dark a person's background, I do believe that they can be brought back from that. And that is something that I would, something that I, will pursue if given the opportunity. And I don't mean that necessarily, I'm not speaking to you. I'm, like I said, you're a grown-ass man, you're going to do what you want, right from wrong. But I do believe in giving second chances, or providing the opportunity to people to find that second chance. And much like Sanballet, for example, maybe the council will show some leniency in him helping us out, and he might get a slap on the wrist for all he's done, should he provide, I guess, evidence that, he won't be a repeat offender. Or maybe he does time behind bars, whatever it may be. But I do believe that everybody can come back from, again, a grotesque path. So I guess that's just me sharing a little bit of insight from where I'm coming from. And so now with that out there, I don't expect it to change your mind. God damn, it's raining. Oh, wait. I don't expect to change your mind. I guess that's just for you to know kind of where I stand.
Wyatt doesn't respond to you, and he just kind of hangs his head and walks forward. He does not respond to you.
I will hand on your shoulder and just like a nudge, and then I will follow.
Okay. So I want to tell you guys where my head's at as a DM. I was hoping to, you kind of put in my head this Anders conversation. I was hoping to do the Anders conversation and close it after that. It's up to you guys what you want to do with that. Whatever you guys want to do, we can come back, whatever you want. I'm happy to do it.
It's just
happy to.
Just has to be unanimous. Let's just make it unanimous. If anyone says no,
if you guys got to dip, then we can dip. It's up to you guys.
It's later for you guys.
If we can finish by like latest 12-ish.
Oh,
like
it is.
12
It
adjacent.
is. It is not going to get to 12. I promise you.
Mint julep on a July
Challenge
Christmas.
accepted.
Okay. Meg, are you cool?
Let's do it. Hold on. Yes. Will you kick off the conversation? My kiddo is yelling at my puppy, so
What the
I'm
fuck?
listening. I'm listening. I'm gonna go.
What a weird thing.
I'm
Okay.
also listening, but I'm gonna go grab a snack.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Do your shit. Okay, so You guys roll up to Andrew's house, and you actually see him in the upper floor window. And he's actually looking out the window. And as you roll up to the front walkway, you see him leave the window. And by the time you get to the front door, he's actually the one to open the door. His butler is nowhere to be found. And he greets you in. Come on. Tell me what you guys got. Come on in quick.
By the way, as Milo, you would have picked up on this, but as we enter Saltmarsh, Wyatt's demeanor just like flips. Like he's like smiling, like just like in a different zone. Like he just flips the switch. And when he's in that Anders greets him in. Well. Happy to be back, Anders.
So let's not waste any time. What do we have for me?
I'm going to be honest with you, Anders. It might be a little bit more beneficial if we had at least, I don't remember the guy, the guard. What's his name?
The butler, Scarin?
No. Eleander.
Eleander?
It would
Who's
help.
man?
It would help if Eleander was here, but maybe you can just pass it along at the very least. What I will say is the job's not done, but it's just pivoted. So first things first. Yes, there were smugglers and people of the evil sort hanging about. We met a man named Sam Billette, and he took refuge in the mansion, trying to decipher what the alchemist had done. The rumors of the alchemist supposedly are true, and he left this little kind of trap door which hasn't been opened in a while, and we were gonna eventually get to that. But that's not the reason why we're here.
Can I just interrupt real quick? When he says San Billette, does Anders, like, is there any?
He seems to like be kind of like searching his mind for that name. Like every piece of information you're dropping, he's just kind of like mulling it over. And by the way, you guys are just standing in the front entryway right now. He hasn't sat you guys down. He's just like eagerly.
Yeah. Okay.
Sam Billette and his crew, according to their alibis, the children came to the house. They scared him off, and he said he saw the children walk free. So that's where we are on the children front. Again, not why I'm here. Sam Billette and his co, while they were there initially to try to figure out this whole alchemist business, they were conscripted by the sea ghost.
So you're gonna go sleep on the couch?
Okay.
To smuggle people.
Smuggling people.
That's right. Now, the sea ghost doesn't know the mansion's been compromised. And Sam Billette is still alive. We have him captive at the mansion. And he has possibly agreed to help us facilitate a sea ghost drop-off. That's why we need Eleander. We need to know if maybe some of his guards will be willing to pose as smugglers and help in this operation.
I see.
Because what we can do is we can try to track down where these people are going and track the actions of this sea ghost to bring them down. I'm sure. Wouldn't that be a lovely headline for you, Andrew?
It could be the following week. We could get week after week of coverage on this. First, we clear the haunted mansion. Then we break up an insidious people smuggling operation. I do like the sound of that. Now let me tell you something here. I have an idea. This sea ghost, some of my men have told me that they've seen something called the sea ghost, but they had no idea what was going on inside. They thought it was just a merchant ship, or at least that's what I've heard. If you're certain, and you can pull this off,
Now, I'm not saying we can kill people on the Sea Ghost. We can take care. I don't know if we can do that. It made Sambalet quite afraid to even speak of them, but we can gather information about where these people are going and try to get more information about this Sea Ghost, and possibly wherever these people are going here in Saltmarsh, we can track it down and put an end to it, and then compromise the mansion.
okay. Well, let me put it to you.
Milo, am I missing anything? Did I cover it all?
No, yeah, I think that's about everything.
Well, here's my idea. This Sanballet character, I'd say for clearing out the mansion, that's about good enough. We'll get you paid for that. I don't know how much interest you'd have, but if you do end up clearing out that sea ghost, or you get enough evidence and we can set up another sting the next time they come around and take it down.
That's 8 days from now, sir.
Right. Well, if you collect the information 8 days from now, and then whenever the next one is, and we set up a sting, or 8 days from now you take down the crew, arrest them, you do whatever you need to do. I'm not going to ask any questions at this point. I think I could pull some strings, and instead of taking that ship into evidence, I don't see why you can't have it yourselves. Do you think that would be suffice payment? At this point, I genuinely don't know.
Anders, with all due respect, do you think a couple of adventures you pulled off the darn street, parking the Sea Ghost in the Saltmarsh Bay, how do you think that's going to go for the people of Saltmarsh?
Well, of course, we would give you a little bit of a refit, and we would clear the name of the ship.
Do you think Eleander could help us with this?
Well, I'll tell you that he will certainly not be involved 8 days from now, nor will really any of the guards. Again, we're still in a place where this is off the record. If you want to call it here, and you want to bring Sanballet in, take your payment, and that be the end of it, then so be it. But if you want to take this a step further, the compensation is there.
I turn back to Milo. Well, wasn't exactly what we'd hoped for.
Yeah, you guys maybe would understand the inner workings of a ship. Anders, much like Wyatt said, we were hoping to have some sort of backup or something that could sway the odds in our favor. We don't know what to expect on the Sea Ghost. What we do, or what we can expect, is it may be being -4 people when we hop on the ship, +4 people or +5 being us. How does something like that work? If we're outnumbered, if we took the ship's captain, would the rest of the men yield? Right? Where is our path of least resistance? Because again, Wyatt, like you mentioned, we might not be able to deal with anybody on the ship, let alone 10, 20, 30 people, depending on how full it is. So how would we even go about doing that with just the 5 of us?
How's about this? I will talk to all of my men that are currently ashore over the next 3 days. And I'll gather as much information on that ship, the size, maybe the crew, the capabilities of the ship. And I'll put together a little bit of a information packet and a plan. We'll send up supplies and a plan, and we'll keep the information flowing between the house and the council over the next several days. I'd like you to leave me a list of things that you would need, but I actually think that it might be best for you to not come back during that time. If you're going to pull this off, we need to keep this as undercover as possible. We will cover for you at your respective places of work, and anyone who asks questions.
Wyatt just scoffed.
Do we have a plan, gentlemen?
So to reiterate, we would sell him a plan right now with what we need. He would then go talk to a bunch of people, and they would just meet us up there. He
Basically.
would leave and not come back.
He's saying over the next 8 days you stay up there. He's going to bring you supplies over the course of the days so that you can live. And he's going to bring you, after a couple of days, an information packet of what he knows. And to clarify what he's asking, he said you can either gather information and they'll set up a sting the following month, or you can handle it on the ship yourselves 8 days from now.
You know what? We'll stay at the mansion. We still have to figure out what the alchemist was up to anyway. The first person you send with supplies, we'll send back what we and our group think we want to do.
Fantastic. We will send somebody tomorrow, later on, so you have some time to think. Expect them in the evening.
I turn to Milo. Where should they enter from? Kitchen?
Yeah, the back patio?
You know what? There's a loose tile in one of the western rooms of the mansion. Knock on it 3 times. And we'll come
We
up.
we can do that. We can do that.
Actually, 3 long, 1 short.
I don't know how you knock long, but we'll figure that out. Do you want him to like rub the, whatever, he'll figure it out.
Sounds good.
Well, we have a plan. We'll see you tomorrow evening. Well, somebody will see you. And just check the bottom of the bag that we sent. I'm going to see if I can get some extras in there.
We appreciate it, Anders. And please, please do extend as much information to the rest of the council. It does help to get them involved. They might be able to send some things over. I mean, we're all connected to them in some way, not me, but, Grix and Beaches, I'm sure they would love to get something from their council members.
And at that, Anders walks up to you, Wyatt, takes 2 steps towards you and puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, "No, I think you do have a connection to the council." And then he grabs the back of your neck and makes out with you.
Yo, that's what I'm looking for.
Hey, did you read that erotica book? Are you and Sam Bullet in cahoots?
I mean, I might have wrote it. I might have drew the pictures. we're gonna
Yo.
we're gonna call it there. I appreciate you guys having the patience, by the way, chilling
Yeah.
there. But when we come back,
Hold on. What do you mean patience?
Hmm?
What do you mean
Oh.
fucking patience? You mean the fact we're here for D&D and we're sitting through D&D? You're
Yeah,
apologizing for
good
making
man,
us sit
good.
through D&D?
my man,
Fuck out of here.
I'm ending
My
the stream
bad.
there.
Outta here.
I'm gonna end the stream there.
You
That's
wanna-
good.
But when we do come back, I'm going to use obviously the time frame that they're gone. They're going to be gone for like a good 2.5 hours. So you guys, the three of you, think of what you little hooligans want to do in the meantime, because that's what we're going to dive back into next time. And then fucking you guys will cook up a plan. Hopefully it doesn't take quite as long as figuring out where the fuck to tie up one single guy or move dead bodies. But hopefully you figure that shit out. Sorry, go ahead, bud.
Hey,